It's story time.
And hello, everyone. How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. It's been a good Thursday for me. Very busy day at work, and that's a good thing. It's always a good thing when you have a busy day at work, right? Yeah, it makes you busy. Gives you a good, fast work day. So we have with us, well, producer with the mostest, Miss Ray Ray. Hey, hey, Ray Ray.
I was muted, of course. Hey,
Yeah.
how you
Hey.
doing?
I am doing well. I am doing well. Like I was saying, busy day at work, but a good day at work. That's a good thing.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, yep, that's a good thing.
for two
And
reasons.
oh yeah, very yes,
Job security and the
uh huh,
time goes quick.
yes, oh yes, very much so, very much so. Before we said it, come in and start saying hi to everyone, I do want to make a quick comment about mods in general. Uh, about wrenches. I mean, you and I had talked about this earlier.
Hmm.
To me, when I hand out a wrench to someone, when I give a wrench, I am telling that person, I trust you in keeping things in order for me. And that's almost true with any and all channels that they're telling that individual, I trust you to not do something to hurt my channel when you come in into the chat to help keep things in order. So when a mod does something to sabotage that channel out of spite because they disagree with what the channel owner decided to do, or change their opinion about the channel owner, or a personal grief, whatever that reason might be, it's actually takes away that trust, not just to the channel owner you sabotage, but to any other channel owner who may have you as a mod or even consider to use you as a mod. Because if a person's willing to sabotage the channel, one channel, who will say they wouldn't sabotage another? And I say this because I don't want to take it. I don't want people to take lighthearted of the wrench. The wrench is more symbolic to me because it's I am telling you I trust you. And Ray, I mean, what's your 2 cents on this one?
Um, I agree with you. Um, it's with a wrench, it's like they should be given to people that you absolutely trust.
Hmm.
And I feel like when people ask for a wrench, I wouldn't. It's like, why are you asking type thing.
Yeah.
Like
When I
it
see people
makes me
asking,
feel weird that they're
yeah,
asking.
when I
Just
yeah, when I see someone asking for a wrench, that sends out red flags to me in a hurry.
yeah, especially if they're
Yeah.
begging, begging, begging for one all the time. I
Yes.
don't. Yeah, like I just
Yeah.
think that wrenches are for people that you trust, that you know are going to have your back, not just with trolls, but that are going to do what's best for your channel, that you can count on to, if you need something done, like if you need research or you need help with the channel, or just anything that you need, they're going to help you. You know what I mean? That's what wrenches do. That's what they're there for. It's not just modding. It's for, and yeah, if you need that front line against like a channel like what Hez and I went through on his morning show, you need a front line that's going to be there to just swat them away. Like Chef just said, it's like a lot like a lightsaber. You got to trust that they're going to strike these people down, that we can be up here and just focus on what we need to focus on, which is the show, running a good show, and that they're there to take care of anything that needs to be taken care of. That's what we trust them to do.
Right. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And that so far, we've got a great crew, We do. Yeah.
Yes, we do. We definitely do. And I will always say that our mods are a great bunch of people. I like what they do. We don't have as many problems as other channels has with trolls coming in trying to harass us. But when we do, it happens every so often. They do a good job to take care of us.
They absolutely do.
And in turn, in a lot of these cases, we're their channel mods. Some of these folks we're mods for them. So it's
how it goes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So yes, it's we build up that trust with the people, and one thing I just cannot do. If I had a good example would be, Ray, if you and I had a falling out, and I would not ever think you would come into my channel with your wrench and do something to hurt me.
Never.
But let's say you and his has fallen out.
Never
Yeah.
would I do that. I would never do that. It's not anything to.
Yeah, but if that happened where someone hurt another channel and then come over and they had a wrench with mine, nope, I got to remove that person because
they've shown that they're likely to do that. They're capable of doing it.
Yes,
I would never hurt somebody just because I had a fight with them in our personal life. You know what I mean?
Right.
I wouldn't hurt your channel. That's an idiotic thing to do. It's childish.
Right. Exactly. And that is what then
Predator watch. Oh my God. Come on. Someone has a falling out with Ray. That would be the end of the world.
Oh yeah. We don't want to fall out with Ray. So you know what happens to people who have fallen out with Ray. We'll show you the picture here shortly when we bring up
nothing happens.
Yeah, in fact, why don't we go ahead?
I don't. Hi, Greg, John.
Yeah,
we're going to do roll call here shortly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys,
I mean, here's what happens. Here's what happens when you have a falling out. When you have a falling out with Ray, this is what happens. You see that black eye there? Yeah. It's so bad. Okay. So let's do a real quick roll call. Dr. Comedy Show, you gonna help me out with it?
Bring out the rest of our guests with us.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Time for a roll call, you maggots. Overline.
Give overline.
And of course, we do have our co-host.
Mr. Thomas is here. Oh, yay! I thought you were here. Hi, Rob.
Yeah,
hey,
Rob is here. Yes, Rob is here.
I was a little late, but I made it though. I made it.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, you made it. And next up, we have cool, clear water. How you doing, my friend?
Say it.
Oh,
say
the
my
funk.
name. Say it.
Hey, how's it going? All right, so we have us and David E. People.
Hello, Mr. People.
Hey, people.
Yeah, I'm always last. I know. Fine. See if I care. That's okay. No, I'm not hurt. No, I've been cyberbullied. See,
Auditor arrested for interfering with himself. That's funny. Sorry, I couldn't even get it right. Auditor arrested for interfering with himself. There. Now I got it right.
Yeah, you got it right. Hey, Greg, I'm doing a roll call, so I'll be saying hi to you guys here shortly.
Are you guys gonna come up with jokes about me like you do with Chuck Norris or whatever his name is?
Oh well, Chuck Norris. We know how tough he is. He is definitely afraid of Miss Ray.
yeah, of course. I mean, come on, we know that.
Trying to watch it so early. He is here tomorrow.
Chuck Norris is?
No, Prada Watch. He is here so early. He is here tomorrow.
I hear Ray got a pair of bronze brass knuckles. So
yeah, and see, we can make it. Ray can have both feet on the ground and kick butt at the same time.
Hey guys, let's do the roll call real quick. So we can we can get going really good. Okay.
Okay.
So we have Ray.
Yes,
My
Dad.
tiny Chihuahua life is here.
Didn't you miss somebody?
Hey, Chihuahua.
Who me? Oh no, I already said I had a Prada Watch. Remember, he's here so early. He's here tomorrow.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah.
He's here a day ahead.
He's here a day ahead of us. See, I said my tiny Chihuahua. Frog Terminator's here. Hey, Frog Terminator. You said you had a live on Saturday, correct?
Yes.
If you can't put your
link.
Yeah.
Is he a mod?
No, he doesn't have a mod.
No.
He doesn't have a wrench.
That's why channels get wrenches so they can drop their links.
Okay, can you take care of that for me, please? You got a means to do so, right?
No, I don't.
I thought you had an admin mod.
I do, but that I cannot make them mods from here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, only you can do that. You're a big shot.
Okay. Done. Done. Okay. So Frog Terminator should be showing up with a wrench now. Frog Terminator, say hi to us.
When you come up to Hez too, if you can.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so let's see. My tiny Chihuahua life. Ray, Frog Terminator. Chef Emetius in the house. Hey, Chef, how you doing, my friend? Hope the new job's going well with you.
Chef Emetius.
Yeah, I forgot to highlight his name there. Let me make sure I do that. Highway Star is here. Hey, Highway Star.
Hello.
Of course, Frogger Watch sneaks back in. Frogger Comedy Shows is here, and we got Hez. And let me put
make sure you say my whole name right. You know, it's Frogger Comedy Show, no wrench.
No wrench.
I wouldn't give me one. I'll wreak havoc. Oh, I will make a mess.
Well, okay.
We'll have nobody in the chat by the time
I'll take care of that.
You have to be able to drop links, though. So that's why you need to.
Yeah.
Oh no, I just dropped deuces.
Drop deuces.
Wow.
It's just number twos, not number two.
Hey, Cool Clearwater. How's it going, my friend? And let's see. Ancient Chart and Music and Art. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I miss you.
Greg Johnnick's here. Hey, Greg. And James Baker. How you doing? Steve Cousins. Hey, buddy. How's things in New Zealand? So we have someone from Australia and someone from New Zealand here. I wonder if they will get
tomorrow for both of them.
Yeah.
Hey, what are the winning numbers for the lottery here? Can you look it up? Please?
Yeah, we need to know the winning numbers so we can go get the tickets.
Oh, forget that. I want the winning score from Euro 24 tomorrow. So I can go place a bet. What's the big?
So we got Smurf Watch Transparency.
Well, it's sad. Go somewhere where it's happy. There's a million channels that you could be looking at right now. So bye.
Hey, Daniel here.
Well,
yeah.
So
just like that all out.
So which Smurf is he exactly?
Probably Grumpy.
He's I would say idiot Smurf.
Yeah, I would just say the douche canoe Smurf.
Yeah, douche canoe Smurf. Yeah. I'm just saying, there's a million channels he could be watching, and comes in here, just to say that?
Yeah.
Kind of douchebag does that? I mean,
yeah. Well, you know how people are. Yeah, that's just how they get by their day. Oh well.
I can't say anything. I've done it to frauditor channels.
Yeah.
Oh, I poke the bear all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a bear worth poking.
well, I'm the bear in here, so if he wants to poke, he's going to have a problem.
Oh yeah, he will.
Yeah. Yes, he will.
Yeah, but you guys need to remember that Ray can count to infinity twice.
Hey, you got to remember, Chuck Norris is scared of Ray.
Hey, is Head still here? Is he still in the chat?
Yeah. Hi, Daniel here. Did we miss you in roll call?
That's okay. I did say hey to him. Okay.
Hi.
Yeah.
Predator Follies, I don't see that you're blue. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still here.
Yeah.
Okay, from this morning, I think I owe Heads an apology.
I think you do too.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah, I owe Heads an apology because this morning I said I think if you look at Heads, he kind of resembles the comic book guy from The Simpsons. I completely forgot that guy was a villain, and he was kind of mean, and I owe Heads an apology for that.
Oh well, I don't think comic book guy is a villain in my person. He's probably
He's just a little bit more. He's just sarcastic.
Yeah. He's kind of set it in this way. You know, he's the Stanley hardware store owner for comic books.
Let me interrupt here. Can I interrupt here for just a second?
Yes, go ahead.
Head is the sweetest person that I've ever met. I'm telling you that, hands down, one of the sweetest people I've ever met. I can assure you, he is not upset with you. Okay, he knows the spirit that it was meant, and he probably understands that you didn't mean it to be cruel or mean to him. So don't worry.
I wasn't trying to be mean. You know, right. I was, because the reason why I said that because, where I'm at, The Simpsons comes on early in the morning, and I was just so happy watching it the same time that he was on the air.
See, look at this. There you go. What did I just say? See?
Yeah.
He knows how you meant it, and he would never be upset with you for that. Now, if you were all like mean about it and calling him names and all that stuff, then it would be something you owed him an apology for. But you don't, and I'm sure he knows. So it's cool. Don't worry about it, man. You're all right, Mr. Thomas. You're a good guy. He knows that.
Okay. So real quick, Donna Ray's in the house. Hey, Donna Ray.
Hey,
Let's go, Gamecock!
How are you? I miss you, girl. Did you get that phone straight now?
And Ray.
Well, my first name is very close. My real first name is very close to her first name. So we have very similar names, actually. It's cool, kind of cool.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And she's a cool person, like me. So. Really?
Ability to smash the like button twice and it counts. But I do like this one.
I do. I don't want to scare you guys. Come on.
Maybe this is an intervention about cyberbullying. I mean,
Red be like, hit that like button or get punched in the stomach. Which one you want?
Wait. Where did your wrench go, Donna Ray? Where did your wrench go?
Yeah, I thought she had a wrench too.
She did. Where did it go?
I don't know.
You can always put it back.
Yeah, put it back. Put it back.
Yeah.
Hey, is we missing somebody? Part of the comedy show is gone.
Oh, she had a meeting. No, yeah, she had a meeting at 5.
Oh,
so, yeah.
Well, Smurf Talk transparency, watch transparency. Okay, yes, thank you for pointing that out. 8 likes. So if you hadn't hit the like button, please smash the like button.
And you know what,
What?
Smurf? Watch Transparency. We're proud of those 8 those 8 likes, and we're happy for them.
Why don't you go somewhere else? It seems like you like it here, so why are you complaining? Go watch something else. See how many channels there are on YouTube? Go find one. What do you mean, Hez?
Heads is making fun of comic book guy.
Oh.
He always says worst episode ever.
Oh.
Yeah. He always says something like that, or worst issue ever.
Hey, they need that. Smurf. Well, he ain't too important to remember. Is his favorite? Is his favorite character from this one? Is it Gargamel?
Gargamel.
Gargamel is the villain.
Everything that he does blows up in his face.
And hey, Fraudulent, hey, Will, how's it going, buddy? And I don't believe he'll get
here.
Huh? That's in the link.
I'm scary like an ex-wife.
I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh at that.
I mean, why am I? How did I earn this reputation?
Well, I think there's a poll question in this one. So hold on 1 second.
You guys are cyberbullying me. I'll have you know. While we're waiting, I'm going to talk about the fundraiser that is going on for Hez right now, if you don't mind. Is that all right? Can I do that?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
By all means. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Highway Star, Little Chihuahua, and I are running a fundraiser for Hez because he needs to get back to Florida to pick up his belongings. And we started this fundraiser because Hez means the world to us and has helped each of us in some way or another since we have known him. And I think it's about time, like, I gave back to him, and Highway Star wanted to get back to him, and Little Chihuahua wanted to get back to him. And I know Little Chihuahua and Highway Star are some of the more generous people that I've ever met, but at the same time, they still feel that Hez has given them a lot. And I know Hez has given me more than I could ever repay him for. And I know he's done the same for a lot of us in the community. So you don't have to donate. Just being around Hez, going to his morning show, hitting the like button and sharing his shows is enough. But if you can afford a little bit, it would be greatly appreciated. So here's the link, and that would be very helpful to him to get him back to Florida so he could get all his equipment and run his morning show exactly how he wants to run it.
Yes,
right now he's so bare bones that I know he's upset about that, and he loves nothing more besides his kids than that morning show and doing it right for you guys, for everybody that shows up there every day. That's all he wants. So if you can help, do so. If not, it's fine too. You know, we're not begging, not grifting, nothing like that. Just if you can donate, do so. If not, don't. Okay? Yeah. It's just the way it is. But I love you, Hez, and I want to see you get your stuff back so you can get back to normal and have everything set. Okay? Thank you.
All right. So let's take a look at the poll results. So the question was, if you had to get in a fight, who would you rather fight?
Chuck Norris, I hope, is the result. We'll see.
Yeah. The answer, most people answered 76% Chuck Norris. That's who they would rather fight over Ray, which was 23%. So there are a couple of people who are crazy, insane. They would fight Ray over Chuck Norris. So, you know. So at least we know that there's some people that's brave. Not wise, but at least brave.
Well, did you see Chris Ryder's new fundraiser he's doing? It's on my screen.
Oh, the song. Oh, the record. Oh, yeah. Let me put that up on the big screen.
I can't do that.
Chris Ryder sings Neil Diamond's favorite frauditing songs. Selections include these classics: I'm a Believer in Frauditing, Sweet Frauditor, Brother Fraud's Traveling Frauditor Show, Cracklin' Frauditor, Song Sung Blue Busted, and that's not all. Also a duet with Tiffany Napier singing You Don't Bring Me Fraudits Anymore. Available on Dipstick Records.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so yes. Yes, that is funny. I do enjoy that.
I hear you can only buy that on you can only buy that what is it they had in the 70s?
KTEL.
What was that?
KTEL Records.
Yeah, KTEL Records, or better yet, you could buy it on what's the little tracks they used to have in the 70s for the car? You put in A-tracks.
8-tracks, right. That does sound good to be on 8-tracks, doesn't it?
Hey,
Hey,
I like my 8-tracks.
Oh, I do too. I kind of miss 8-tracks. I love where it would interrupt in the middle of a song and jump to the next track.
Yeah, every time your car go over a bump, you go to the next song.
Oh my goodness. Yes. It's been a long time since
I'm sorry. I'll see myself out for that one.
But let's get the topic at hand that we want to discuss.
Wait 1 second. Thank you, Don Z, for your donation. It's greatly appreciated. Okay, we can move forward. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. So I think I've said this earlier this week on his show, and I'm going to say it again now. I cannot sit here and look at anyone on the panel, nor anyone in this chat, and say you probably never were cyberbullied. I only put money on it that every one of us has been cyberbullied in one form or way. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Yes.
You could put it to a poll. I'm sure most of
that would be an interesting poll.
Yeah.
And, let me do that. Let's do that. Let's start a poll. See, and then we'll do a poll at the end of the show and see what the answer is. Because when we show a couple, what are cyber?
If people are wanting to admit they were, I mean, it's anonymous anyway. So
it is anonymous. Yeah.
Well, I kind of need to hear the definition of what cyberbullying actually is.
Well,
okay,
I got that. Yeah, we will. Yeah, go ahead and give the general.
I mean, it's one of those terms like, fascist. It used to have a definition. Now it means somebody you don't like.
Yeah, fascist these days is anybody that doesn't agree with you completely.
Yeah.
Okay. Cyberbullying is defined in light of 5 main criteria. They have intention to harm, repetition of harm, power imbalance, anonymity, I can't say that word. They're anonymous, and it's publicly done. And their intention is to cause harm when they engage in online bullying. However, bullying can still take place without intention if a victim reasonably perceives actions to be harmful. And on a more personal cyberbullies will operate through email, texting, or direct messaging if they want to personally bully you without it being publicly known that they're doing it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And cyberbullying is something, one of the things we ought to at some point talk about is how it happens in high school, because I teach at a disciplinary campus, and the kids we get are already in trouble.
Right.
So but it's interesting. We actually had a kid get in more trouble while she was at the disciplinary campus because she was trying to arrange a gang fight online.
Well, we're going to cover,
and that's kind of cyberbullying is a lot of things, I guess is what I'm getting at. And that's what frauditors do. I mean, think about it. Hez was talking about this the other day on the show. if you don't do exactly what I say, I'm going to humiliate you online publicly. That's cyberbullying by any reasonable definition.
We're going to cover children, teenagers, adults, all of the range of people that are cyberbullied. And we're also going to cover cyberbullies themselves, like if you are a cyberbully, why you might be one.
Well, the cyberbullying and bullying in general just hits kind of home for me because one of my best friend, his little brother at the time, his brother actually took his own life because he was bullied, and he was being bullied at school, plus also being bullied online. And he was telling the teachers at school he was being bullied, and basically they did nothing about it.
Yeah, that's unacceptable. Teachers, that's part of the role of a teacher is a mentor. Yeah. And if a kid comes up since you're being bullied, you should do something about it right then and there. You should not wait. That's
one teacher told him, basically told him to grow up and stop tattletelling. Stop tattletelling.
Oh, brother.
Hey, and hey, just real quick. So, Jaime, thank you for coming in. How you doing, sir? And anybody that's watching the show with Clash with Bow, come over here. Join in the conversation here. We're trying to have a very serious.
No.
Oh, no. You don't need them? Okay.
No.
Okay. No. All right.
I'm going to say the oath you take as a teacher, because you do take an oath, there is in there that you are to protect those children at all costs. Okay.
That's the first priority is protect them and keep them safe so they can learn.
Right.
Yeah.
And if they are turning away a child who is being bullied, when that child is coming to them for help, that is unacceptable.
Big time.
And it's just the fact, my friend, this happened like over 20 years ago, and like always, he still misses his little brother, and his mom also misses her son.
Of course.
So it's just the fact that the teachers didn't do anything about it, about the bullying at school, and it's just things got out about him, and it was put online, and they also brought that to school. And plus,
number one result of cyberbullying in children school age is unaliving themselves. That's the number one result.
Yep.
Because they don't know how to deal with it, and they don't usually go to an adult about it happening.
And that's why it's so important for teachers in general to have a relationship with their students where their students feel like they can trust them.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. I mean, you have to enforce the rules, but it's something like that. You also need to be able to trust your teacher and go to them and say, "Hey, this is happening. Can you help me?" And teachers who don't have no business teaching.
That's
exactly. Right. And it's just the fact it bothers me just to hear a teacher to tell a child to grow up and stop tattletelling. Like, a child is coming to you for help, and that's what you tell them.
That should not have happened. That should never have happened. That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Those teachers should not be teaching. They should not be teaching.
Oh no, he's not teaching anymore. He's not teaching anymore. After that, no.
I was about to ask if he still had his credentials.
He cannot teach in the state of Florida.
No, because if you look at the Florida oath, that's the the very first line is about protecting the children. That's the very first line in the oath is that. I mean, the
philosophy of teaching is the same as it is with medicine. First, do no harm.
Do no harm. Yep. But that is the number one result of children at school age from, elementary all the way through high school that's the number one result, because they don't feel they can go to their parents or a teacher at school or any trusted adult, because it's either embarrassing to them, or they feel like no one's going to believe them, or they feel like that they're going to believe the bully, or no one's going to, they're going to believe the bully over them, or there's many reasons why. And I do think a lot of this also starts at home with parents. Parents need to also instill in their children. Yes, we enforce rules at home, but you also can talk to us.
Right.
And
And
part of the problem, though, Ray, part of the problem with a lot of
monitor what your children are doing online.
with a lot of the parents that I've dealt with, the kids are more mature than the parents are. There are a lot of parents who are such absolutely horrendous parents that the kids can't go to them. The parents are I have seen, you would not believe some of the stuff I see. I had one parent she would have business guests overnight and would kick him out of the house. And he came in more times than I could count, had slept outdoors, not had anything to eat, not had a bath. I mean, I can't count how many times. There's a lot of that going around that we don't realize.
No, I've taught. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's why I was bringing it up.
Right. I've seen it for myself, what you're talking about immaturity, parents that had kids too young, or they weren't too young, but they're still immature. They don't realize that when you have a child, you no longer come first. That child does.
Just keep this in mind. A lot of frauditors are parents. That's scary.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Definitely. Definitely scary.
Exactly. Perfect example, Sean Paul Reyes.
Yep. How
Yeah.
many kids he's got out there is scary. It's like you should not procreate, but they did, and it's legal for them to. Imagine the amount of things that you need a license for, and yet anybody can become a parent.
Exactly.
It's unreal. But anyway, getting back to it, I'm sorry that happened, Mr. Thomas. I really am. I'm very sorry, because if they were my students, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, mine either.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's just because it's coming up on an anniversary of when he passed away, and it's this time of the year. It's just like they get very depressed, and it's understandable.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's got to be
tough. So yeah, that's what I say. When I say it hits close to home to me, that's what I mean. It's just I knew this. I knew him. When he was a baby himself, when he was coming up through elementary school, and what all this happened when he was just in middle school. He didn't even make it to high school.
Good grief! Oh man,
yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean, I have a lot of statistics sitting here and a lot of reasons why and what happens. And you've got videos on it, so I don't know what you want to do first.
Yeah, we do have some videos. Why don't we start with what is cyberbullying? And now this was basically made for children, but I think it does well define it very, very well.
Okay.
Cyberbullying happens when someone posts or shares harmful or mean content about someone else on the internet, social media, apps, texts, video games, or digital devices. Take this example. Maddie took a screenshot of her classmate Shonda's photo from social media. She then used an app to make Shonda look like a monster in the photo and added some insulting words. After sharing it in a group text, some classmates replied with hurtful, mean comments about Shonda. Others laughed and shared it with others. Is it cyberbullying? Yes. Maddie wanted to embarrass Shonda, and by doing so, she encouraged others to do the same. What can Shonda do? Take screenshots of the cyberbullying. It's painful, but Shonda needs to document what happened in case it happens again. Shonda can also block the group texts. She should tell what happened to an adult she trusts. Together, they may want to report what happened to the school. How about this one? Malcolm plays multiplayer video games online with people he only knows through gaming. A few of them have added him on social media. One player, Lucas123X, or Lucas, used to chat with him a lot while playing, asking a bunch of personal questions. Malcolm answered and didn't think much about it. But one day, Lucas posted all kinds of personal information about Malcolm on social media. mixed in with lies and comments about his ethnicity and gaming skills. Is it cyberbullying? Yes. Lucas was trying to harm Malcolm and his reputation. What can Malcolm do? He can take screenshots of the posts and block Lucas on social media. What Lucas did may have also violated the rules of the social media site and the gaming platform. Malcolm should report Lucas's behavior to the sites. He can also avoid a game if he knows Lucas is one of the players. Malcolm can tell an adult about what happened. Together, they can help determine if they should report it to the police. And remember, never give out personal information to strangers. Here's another one. Jaden and his friend Dylan were having fun, kidding around after school. Jaden took photos and posted them online. One photo showed Dylan making a weird face, which they both found funny, but other kids who saw it started posting mean comments about Dylan's face in the photo. Dylan was upset by the photo and the comments. Is it cyberbullying? No. If Jaden didn't mean any harm and he's willing to delete the photo, it is not cyberbullying. If Jaden doesn't delete the photo after seeing the negative comments being posted about his friend Dylan, he could be contributing to cyberbullying though. What can Dylan do? He can ask Jaden to remove the post and, in the future, to ask permission before sharing photos of him. If Jaden is a friend, he'll respect Dylan's request, apologize, and delete the photo. For more information, visit stopbullying.gov.
Okay. Well, like I said, that video was really aimed for children, but I thought it was actually good information if you can just, what cyberbullying is.
And that's what the fraudsters need to look at.
Yes. Well, that's what I think a lot of people need to look at. I really do. And, we didn't look at our poll yet to see the result on the poll. And what I'm going to do is after, at the end of the show, we're going to do the same poll again. And so we have 62% that said no, they were not a victim of cyberbullying, whereas we have had 37% with 16 votes. Well, that's good. I mean, I was honestly expecting a number that's much higher for yes. And well, we like I said, we'll go through the show, and then afterwards, we'll ask the poll again, see if maybe you have been bullied and you just didn't realize it because you ignore it, which is a good thing. You have a thick skin, and that's a good thing. You just like, I don't care what you do, buddy. I'm not dealing with you. Or you just, you just didn't really, or you just really don't care, or you just, and I can understand why some people may not want to answer. Hey, and Friday, watch, drive carefully, my friend. Take care. I'll try to reach out to you sometime in the morning, okay? My morning, probably your afternoon.
See, but when I was in school, the internet was kind of still how can I put it, like in its infancy,
Yes, it was there. Yeah. Well, realize the internet was developed by DoD back in the 1970s, late 60s, 1970s. But it really took traction, courtesy of actually Vice President Al Gore, who really kind of showed it was out there and got it into the commercial market in the 90s.
Because when I was going to school, bullying, they actually had the bully in school, and the bully was always like the person who everybody knows. They always try to find that one weak child, that one smaller child to pick on.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
you had to do it to their face. You had to go to
face
somebody,
to face. Yes,
do it to their face. When we were growing up, there was no internet. You couldn't hide behind your screen.
Yes,
you really had to. If you had a problem with someone or you wanted to bully them, you had to go and do it to their face. There was none of.
Well, and that's one of the reasons cyberbullying is happening so much, is that for the most part, there are no consequences, and that's something that needs to be dealt with.
Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier. It's like laws really need to change, and now that they're bringing charges against people who cyberbully someone to the point that they unalive themselves. That's a good thing. because it might stop some others and stop them and think, me, I don't want to go to jail. Somebody unalives themselves because I'm doing it, but it needs to be more prevalent. And, more states need to change their laws.
Because I'm completely honest with you all. Because I wasn't bullied in elementary school. I didn't start getting bullied till I got into like the 7th and 8th grade. And the thing was, I was telling the teachers about it, and the teacher was like, "Well, we'll make sure that we'll take care of it." Nothing. Okay. Told the teacher did something about it. Nothing really changed. Until I said, you know what? Look like I just have to take care of this myself. So me and this kid, we took care of business after school, and he didn't pick on me no more because I beat him.
Yeah, that happened to
I
me one time.
I hate to say it like that, but that's what happened. I'm like, once you actually stand up to a bully, I'm not pushing for violence, but once if you have to stand up to a bully that way to get them off you, by all means, because that's the way I had to do it.
Yeah,
that's how we had to handle it though back then. Because
when I was in 8th grade, me and a couple of friends of mine over the Christmas break sort of prank called the captain of the 8th grade football team's house, and we were just doing it for fun. But he really got upset, and the next day, when we got back to school, he was ready to just go whoop me, and he got the whole football team's out there, and he's surrounding me. He had been the reason we did that is he had been picking on all of us, and he was just the big stud bully guy. He walked up, and there was this big circle, and we were in the middle of it. I knew I couldn't get out of it. I just looked at him and said, there's no way I'm getting out of this fight. I hate fighting, but what the heck? He wasn't expecting it, to be fair, but one punch, and I knocked him out. They never messed with me again. Because, sometimes you have to stand up. Yeah, I agree.
Sometimes you have to stand up for yourself like that.
Yeah, and in our era, back when we were in school, the teacher's idea of fixing the problem was to move your seat where you were away from them.
Exactly.
So you had to handle it after school. I don't know. Yes. My dad taught me to fight in 2nd grade because I was little and I was picked on. And this boy was picking at me, gave me a black eye. And my dad was sick of it. And he's like, I got to teach you to throw a punch. So he did. But he warned me, if I ever started a fight, that would be the end of me, Yes. So I never started it, but when I was picked on, that boy then regretted it. He never picked at me again, and that's the way you handled it then.
Well, the funny thing was in high school, the guy, the captain of the football team and I actually turned out to be pretty good friends. Later on.
That happened to me too. I had it didn't get to the level when we got into a fight. It was getting to the level that we was getting to the point that we was nitpicking with each other, but later on down the line, somebody that that was sort of kind of a bully also, we became friends. Sometimes it works out that way.
Friday Terminator, no, it doesn't always lead to it, but it's the most
it's an element of it.
It's an element, and it's a leading cause of kids who unalive themselves. This is the leading cause of it. That's what we were saying. It doesn't always lead to it, but it's the leading cause, the leading reason for elementary through high school children to unalive themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
We're not saying it always leads to that. It's just a reason why they do it.
Right. And that's it. But anything that can lead to that type of event needs to be examined, and it needs to be understood.
Right.
And yes, there has to be punishment for people who do that kind of thing, especially if someone does unalive themselves. Excuse me.
They look into drugs. They look into every other aspect of that stuff. So why not look into this and consequence for this? You know what I'm saying?
So talk about the biggest cyberbullies out there. Look who just came and joined us. Hey, Hezekiah.
What's up?
What's up?
Howdy, Hez.
How y'all doing today?
Hey.
Doing okay.
Hey.
So, yeah. We're talking about bullies like Ray and Hezekiah.
Yeah, I was listening in the background. I was folding clothes. I just did laundry a little bit ago, so I finished up now though, and I'm all caught up and ready to go.
Yeah, okay, great, outstanding. I know how that is, trying to get things ready for the week or for the weekend or whatever, by folding clothes.
Oh yeah, and it was funny too.
Twice a week. So I do laundry twice a week, so I don't get like backed up with it.
Well, you know what happened? I never thought about this as a consequence, but now that my kids have been hanging out here a lot more often, I had a crap ton of their clothes.
Yeah. Well, duh.
Yeah. So I had to clean all that too. Yeah, right. Exactly.
You need a wife. You need to go out and find yourself a wife.
Oh, hey,
Yeah, Well, anyway.
If Harris want to meet somebody, I know somebody that's probably a perfect fit for him. But if he could stand her smelling her fingers after she eat chicken.
After she smells her fingers.
As long as we're on the subject of that, it is my 37th anniversary today.
Oh, yay! Congratulations!
Hey, I got something for that.
Why are you here and not with your wife?
Yeah.
Oh, she's in the other room. We already did some fun stuff.
Oh, okay.
Okay. TMI.
Thank
you.
You
go. Yes, you're welcome.
Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Thank you very much.
A long time.
I mean, Harris, if you want to hook up, I'm like, if you could take her smelling her fingers after she eat chicken.
Everybody knows my favorite girl is Ray. Come on now.
So, real quick, P. Barnes did ask a good question because he is in Scotland.
She got a mean right hand.
Rob, just one question. One moment, please.
I was 14 when I graduated from the 8th grade. So.
And for me, it was elementary school was up to age 12.
You went into high school at age 12?
No, junior high, 7th grade.
Oh, because in Chicago we didn't have junior high and all that nonsense. So we stayed in elementary school, kindergarten through 8th grade.
Yep.
My tiny chihuahua. That was actually David, not me. So, but we'll share that too. We know what you mean.
Works for me.
Yeah.
But
and may you have many more years, David.
Yes.
Well, thank you. I hope so.
But I guess usually 12 is elementary school.
Yeah.
I'm remembering my niece and nephew. Yeah, it's about 11, 12 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
and
for us, I was 14 because we didn't have that junior high stuff.
Yeah, you're still in the same school up to 8th grade, which I guess you can argue. It could be argued that 7th, 8th grade was part of elementary school.
Yeah.
And yes, at school, I'll tell you, I've seen schools that has all 12 grades in them, but they're usually in the smaller rural areas.
Yeah.
And I've seen schools that.
But generally, you're into high school by the time you're about 14.
Yes. I've seen schools where you got an elementary that's up to 3rd grade, and then it's 4th or 6th is what they call middle school, and then junior high was 7th through 9th.
Yeah, my nephew did that. They changed it all around, and by the time my nephew went to school, that's what he did. He had.
See, when I was going to school in Miami, that's what I was actually the last 6th grade class to be in elementary school, and that was in 1992 or 93. They took 6th grade out of elementary and put them into middle school, and took the 9th out of middle and put them into high school.
How old are you?
Let's just say I'm old.
No, you're not. No, you're the young puppy in this crowd on this panel.
I graduated high school in 1992. Yeah, see, I'm older. I graduated high school in 1992. I'm 50.
Yeah, I want to say me and his. We graduated in 91.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I never graduated, so you guys got me beat.
Right.
I
We're two masters. You never graduated high school, right?
Right.
I
That's right.
graduated in '99, so I was partying like it's 1999.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
So,
awesome.
like I said, like I said, you're the young puppy in this crowd. And Jim,
Yeah,
Baker,
believe it or not, I was bullied. So I'm not tough like Chuck Norris. I'm not, mean like Chuck Norris. I was bullied, but I learned to fight because in where I lived in Chicago wasn't nice neighborhoods. It just wasn't nice, and you had to learn to fight if you were gonna keep your nose on your face. So
Yeah.
yes. So we do have a question here. Who's the
Steve,
eldest here?
Steve, you and I are the same age.
63.
63. So who's the eldest? Right now, the oldest I've seen in the chat is James Baker at 72.
You got married at what, 27 years old then?
Me? Yeah.
Oh, well.
26.
72? James Baker is 72.
Yes, 72.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yes.
Cool Water. I think you might have everybody beat, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Cool Clear Water is obviously 23. So obviously.
Yeah. But I'm thinking Cool Clear Water, you're probably in your 70s.
I'll be 82 this October.
Oh,
Okay. All right. 82 years old. Or
anybody beat 82? Just write yes or no if you could beat 82. No, he doesn't, Steve.
Congratulations,
Cool
Cool.
Clear
You're the
Water
same age as my mom.
82. 81, actually.
Cool. My mom is 82, and sure, her birthday's in November, so you guys are almost exactly the same age.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad to have a happy reference because people keep pointing out that I'm just a few weeks different from that Biden person.
You see, but that's the thing is, you know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
sorry. No politics. No
No
politics.
politics. Yeah, let's not do politics, but I'm just going.
I'm a March baby. Is anyone else a March baby?
I'm a Capricorn.
What is that? January?
Yeah, I'm a Capricorn too.
Well, my wife was born in early April, and she was really tired because she had 31 days of March before that.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, so I know Haz's birthday. So if you're a Capricorn too, that means you're born in early January.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, I'm a Leo.
Aw. That's August.
So am I.
It's August.
Yeah,
Right.
I was born in August.
I do have a question.
So is anybody a March baby? Nobody's a March baby.
Hey, Mr. Thomas, what day in March? What day in August?
The 11th.
Oh, wow, I'm the second.
Hey guys, let's be careful how much information we're giving out.
yeah.
You're getting very, very close to people.
Well, we're not doing a year, so it's okay.
Yeah.
You're not giving out a year. My mother was the
Well,
first.
people can do math.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
probably 2/3 of my family is October. I guess it's because it's cold in
March?
January and February.
That's true. Well, you want to hear a weird? You want to hear a
Born
weird
in
one?
March.
My wife's family, everybody in she has 4 siblings, and everybody was born on the 9th of the month, except for one brother that was born on the 8th at 11:50 something p.m. How's that for weird?
I'm born on the 9th of the month.
Oh wow, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of people in my family that's either Geminis or Cancers. And
So real quick, guys. Donna Ray. She said that Leo is supposed to be a perfect match. Well, I do happen to have a Leo that might be your perfect match for you. Here's Leo.
No one tells you about getting a human. Like, first off, they're so freaking needy. Oh my god, can I please get some space? Next, I swear they have mental breakdowns like every other day. Like, why did you get a dog and not a therapist? And last but not least, they are toxic AF. Like, I swear, this girl eats 7 times a day and she...
How many times do you eat, Ray?
He lies. I do not eat
He
7
lies.
times a day. That is a liar. I do not eat 7 times a day.
That's not what I heard.
Yeah, you
That's
have
not
to
why I
count
heard it,
snacks.
Yeah, I mean, yep. We are
Well, you
concerned
could
on that.
Well, if Leo said you eat 7 times a day, you could say Leo take 500 naps a day.
Right? Exactly.
No,
They'll tell you
Leo's
I'm
probably, yeah, Leo's probably sleeping half the day away. I mean, I'm looking at one that's napping right now.
Burns, we're defining it as how are we defining cyberbullying exactly? Because people can see it as different things. You know,
Being bullied by a robot.
That could be one. Yeah,
so
that's
cyberbullying is defined online as if you have an intent to harm someone. If you harm them repetitively, if there's a power imbalance between the two of you, if you're doing it anonymously and you're doing it publicly.
Right.
But you can also bully someone privately in the same manner through email, texting, or direct messaging. So that's what they define on online bullying as what I looked up and found.
And yes, Burns, I'm going to tell you, I'm being bullied by GPT every day. Every day it's bullying me.
Well, if I may step in here, I said the being bullied by a robot as a joke. But Burns brings up a good point. There are many online that use bots and AI to do their bullying for them.
Yeah. It's very, very capable of doing that.
Oh,
It's
sure.
It's depending on how
But that's getting into a subject like way deep. We're just talking like basic cyberbullying. Like you go onto, you make a video, you go and follow somebody into the bathroom at school and you record them going to the bathroom and then you distribute it online and make fun of them. And you have a bunch of people make fun of them. That's
Exactly.
cyberbullying. And it's, what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about. Not like you used AI and getting all to that stuff. That's a whole other ball game.
Yeah, that's next level.
Yeah.
And real quick, Frauder Watch did tell us he's a March baby as well.
Yes. I'm trying to answer Burns' question.
Which one? Is it this one?
No, I answered that. There was another. Oh, wait. So you're harming them online on YouTube. Well, it could be any platform, really. I mean, they could be harmed on Snapchat, Twitter. I mean, anywhere you can.
Social media.
Any social media.
Yes. So email. Yeah.
Especially Facebook, because you know how many times that photo or that post could be shared.
Okay, so Frauder Watch has put a link in for us to look at. Can you do that real quick?
I'll get it. I'll download it.
Okay, thank you. But to answer the question, I think really there's another video we have that talks about the 10 forms of cyberbullying. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that up there. It's a very short video. This one's not as made for kids as the other ones, but it still has animation. Still a very good video. So let's throw it up here.
Cyberbullying is a worldwide problem that's growing fast. In this video, we'll take you through the top 10 forms of cyberbullying so you have the knowledge to protect your children. 1. Exclusion. Exclusion can happen in several ways. Your child might be deliberately excluded from online activities, conversations, or social media tags. Children who don't have the latest technology, such as a mobile phone, are prone to exclusion. 2. Harassment. Harassment is sustained and intentional bullying, comprised of abusive or threatening messages sent to your child or to a group. This can severely affect a child's mental well-being. 3. Outing. Outing is the act of publicly humiliating a child or group through the online posting of private or embarrassing information without consent. Even reading your child's messages on their mobile phone out loud can be considered a form of outing. 4. Cyberstalking. Cyberstalking is a dangerous form of cyberbullying in which attackers harass victims through online communications like email or social media. It also refers to adults using the internet to contact and meet young people for abusive purposes. 5. Fraping. Fraping is when someone logs into your child's social media account and impersonates them, posting inappropriate content in their name. Remember, everything rude or otherwise posted online may never be fully gone, even if deleted. 6. Fake profiles. Fake profiles can be created by someone to hide their real identity with the intention of cyberbullying your child. The cyberbully may also use someone else's email or mobile phone to harass them. 7. Dissing. Dissing is sending or posting cruel information about your child online to damage their reputation or friendships. It also includes posting damaging photos,
Hey, Booger, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you.
screenshots, or videos online. 8. Trickery. Trickery involves gaining your child's trust so that secrets can be shared.
Well, let's see. So fraudsters harass people in real life. Then some anti-fraudsters go beyond covering them by actually having people going after and harassing said auditors. Fraudsters. All cyberbullying? Okay. Good question. That is a good question.
If it involves anything like we're talking about here, like, roasting them or trolling them, things like that, name calling, yeah, anything that's done like that is actually considered cyberbullying. Yeah.
Yeah. But and I would not say that they're yes, they do harass people in real life. So I wouldn't call them cyberbullies. They are bullies themselves.
They're bullies in real life, so it's not cyberbullying. But what we do when we go over and harass them is considered cyberbullying. Yes.
Yes.
And there's no way around saying that it's not. Just because we don't agree with what they do, we are allowed to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or that it's okay.
Right.
It's cyberbullying, no ifs, ands, or buts. No matter even if they're wrong for what they do. It's
so really what I think Ray's goals and my goals are, and I think we kind of line up on this one, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ray, is not necessarily with fraudsters to bully them, but to give their victims weapons that they can use to protect themselves. What they can legally and
he's talking about when they go over in their chat.
Yeah.
And they talk to them in their chat,
You're right. Yeah. Quite frankly, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have time to go in their chats.
I've not done it either, but when people use sock accounts.
Yeah.
Or it's like that when they do that,
Right.
and
yes. And
pretend to be other people and cause drama that way, things like that. That's all cyberbullying.
Yes, and that would fall underneath what these guys said with the fake profiles.
Right.
Yes.
Which I recently had an issue with someone doing that.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And someone else and calling, me some really awful things in other people's chats. So it's, you can do it. I mean, I'm not saying don't, I'm not saying do. I'm just saying this is what it falls under. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're right. I'm just saying it is.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. And quite frankly, these guys, if you go in their chats and start harassing them, they can kick you out in a hurry anyway. So it doesn't really matter.
They're just gonna ban you. So
Yeah. So, but they'll ban anyone that disagrees with them, not
right,
just
Birds.
harass
That's
them.
That's what it is too. Is they disseminate by posting the video where they were out bullying the post office worker, the city hall worker. You're exactly correct in that.
Yeah.
And they disseminate it, so it does become online cyberbullying. Then that is a good point that you just made.
And he does go. He just goes into another good topic here. I understand why people cover fraudsters, but to me, calling them names and making fun of them, having people in that area go after them in the real life, that is bullying. Okay.
I never saw anybody go after a frauditor in real life. If you can tell me when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody from our anti-frauditor went after a frauditor in real life, I never saw that happen except when somebody ran into one accidentally and recorded them.
Right. Yeah.
I think a perfect example of the cyberbullying. Take a look at what Liberty Troll did to the lady from the WIC office. She put a picture. Put a picture on there, and all of the comments that was on her pictures was like the vilest comments that you could ever read.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
From their fans, from their subs. Yeah, it was just awful. All the comments were just awful.
And what was she guilty of? Protecting her
nothing.
Her little sister.
Just trying to protect her sister. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all.
I know that for me, like one of the things that, and I've talked about this on my show before. Ray and I have had this discussion a few times, but like, for example, when I'm doing my stuff, like I'm just using this as an example, like with Wolverine Transparency, there are a lot of people who make fun of him because of his missing arm, right? Like if I do a video about him, I'll talk about what he's doing. Like if he's auditing someone else, I will talk about that, but I'll never go after him for his physical limitations.
I didn't even realize he was missing an arm.
I wouldn't go after. No, I would not go after something like that because I don't know the story why he's missing an arm. First of all, and second, it doesn't matter. It's not the point.
That has finished what he was saying.
I thought he was finished. Okay.
No, I didn't think so.
Oh no, yeah, I was just making the point that like I always try to, whenever I go after them, I'm not going after them. I'm going after like pointing out what they did wrong to someone else, and that's what I'm going to talk about is what they're doing.
It's
to victimize other people, not me victimizing them, like as revenge or
That's an important distinction. That's an important distinction. Not going after them personally, but going after what they say and their actions. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Because I don't do that because, I'll never, unless they are so disgusting, like Georgia Transparency, when I found out what he did, I go after him, his weight and everything. I don't care. It's game over with that.
I was just getting ready to mention that.
Because of what he did. But otherwise, I don't go after the physical because I know what it's like to be handicapped, to be missing a body part, to be, I don't want people making fun of me. So I'm not going to make fun of them. I'm going to say, this is what they did wrong in the video. They shouldn't be doing this, that, and the other. But because he's missing an arm, what does that have to do with the price of tea in China? Nothing. So why go after him? Why call him Flipper? Why do that? That has nothing to do with it. If one of them has bad teeth, what does that have to do with anything? It doesn't.
Well, it depends why they have bad teeth. If it's because
does their drug use, does it have to do with the fact that they're frauditing? No. Does it have to do with the fact that they're in there calling a postal worker names? No. Say what they did wrong in the video, but do you have to go after their physical appearance? No, you don't. To make your point, you don't. That's all I'm saying is you don't have to do that to make your point.
Right. Okay. And that's true. You're absolutely right.
I wouldn't want somebody doing that to me. I'm physically handicapped. I have enough problem in this world navigating the world as a handicapped person. I do not need people making fun of me, and I can understand that they don't need people making fun of them either, despite what they're doing. Leave it out of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's all. That's all.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Pointing out their behavior is fine. Like he says, pointing out the behavior is fine. Right. But does their behavior have anything to do with the fact that he's missing part of his arm?
No, that has nothing to do with what he's doing.
Right.
Right.
Exactly. And I think Hez agrees with me on that part.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Anytime I ever roast them, it's always over the way that they're treating other people. It's almost like, they're going in there, they're doing these things, and I always say, oh, this guy's a douche canoe or butterbrain or whatever. But I'm not actually like insulting them. I'm talking about it acted like an idiot, calling these people names and getting in these people's faces. Like, I don't mean it like to try. Well, because I've been bullied when I was a kid as well. So I know the difference. I know what that's like, and it's like I'm calling out the bullies for their bullying. I'm not bullying them intentionally going, hey, like you were saying earlier. Well, again, like the example I used, going after Wolverine Transparency because of that. Or another one is like, well, see, I don't even want to say it, but there's things that I hear other people say that to me is over the line, and I won't go that far. It's just too much. I don't want to attack them personally as humans. I attack the activity that I find appalling that they do to other people.
Right. There's plenty to go after him for without going after physical appearance.
Because, like for instance, Silence Boy just plain out is a creep, and you got to try so hard not to go after him. You just have to point out the stupid things he does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, real quick, Bookie Worm is in the house. Hey, Bookie Worm, how you doing?
Howdy, Bookie Worm.
Hi, Bookie Worm. I mean, and not everybody has to agree. That's why we're having a discussion about it.
Right.
Yes. But that's my feeling on it. It doesn't have to be everybody's feeling on it. I mean, I don't like frauditors as much as the next person. You guys know that. But you really won't hear me or see me going after physical appearance unless it's Georgia Transparency or Lana. Over with them.
Oh, yes. I have to laugh at Georgia Transparency.
Well, they're two disgusting human beings.
They are. That's why I have to laugh at them.
And I put things out that make it where it's game over with them because they don't deserve any respect at all. So, no,
they don't. They really do not. They do not deserve any respect. And they go around going, well, "You need to give me respect." No, respect's earned.
No, it's earned. Well, all of them, it's earned. You know what I mean? When it's all of them, it's earned. But what they do behind the scenes, what we don't see, they all do stuff behind the scenes to elicit responses. But what they do is just vile and disgusting, and I can't even. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest bully out of all of them, I would have to say Josh Abrams.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Josh Abrams, the biggest bully out of all of them. And it's it is, and it's hard. Like Hayes said, you go after them because of what they're doing. But sometimes Josh Abrams deserve what he gets. Sometimes Georgia Transparency deserve what he gets. Lana deserve what she gets. It's the way how they treat people.
Right.
Can I take this down for a minute?
Yes.
Right. Thanks. Because then we can see the comments. Yeah, but he's a big ass bully, but I've never even made fun of him. Josh Abrams for his weight or his looks.
Well, I've posted a couple times on his that he needs to go see a cardiologist. Josh looks like he's got a heart problem. The way
Well, yeah, he
can-
looks sick. He looks and he sounds very sick,
Yeah.
very ill. But I've never said anything. I've never said, "Oh my God, he's so fat." Never.
But the way he's putting on weight in his legs and his arms like that—that's a sign of cardiac
Right.
problem.
Right.
Well, I'm going to
He
say
looks
this.
very swollen.
The one thing
like it's fluid.
Yeah, the one thing I've said about him is he looks like Spanky.
So.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I look
Yeah, I
every
guess
time
he
I
does
see him
kinda
in
look
face.
like Spanky.
Yeah, he does look like Spanky.
And Donna,
McFarlane?
Donna will never hear us do that. The panel here doesn't degrade women or make fun of anyone's looks, right? We will never be degrading women in this panel.
No. Because Ray would come to our house and beat us up.
Right. No, that is something I will tell people off for. Even if it's somebody on this panel, I'll tell you off if you degrade women or make jokes. We don't tolerate the tip of whole thing here. We don't.
No,
No.
I don't.
I have never liked that. I have never liked that Tifa thing. That's just
right. It's anything like that. We won't be saying that. Or she works behind the dumpster and stuff like that. No, we're not going to be saying that here. No matter what that man or she has done to try and demean us or degrade us or anything, we're still not going to go there. We are above that.
Yes, I have to agree with that because if a certain channel owner wants to do that, more power
It's
to
his
him.
business, but
Yeah,
we're not
his
like
channel.
that. So no, we're not. So if anybody disagrees, again, this is why we have an open discussions, and as long as you remain adult about it, fine.
And you know what? This discussion got me thinking, like, because I was thinking of it like in terms of like the bullies in school, right? Like you got somebody who's constantly slapping around the smaller kids, constantly stealing their money, constantly making fun of them, calling them names, giving them a hard time. And then some other kid that's bigger and tougher than him sees that going on and goes up to him and says, "Hey, why don't you pick on somebody your own size, you jackwagon?" It's like, so then where's the line? Like, does it make it not okay for that other guy to stand up for the people that are being bullied? You know what I mean? And that's kind of like how I look at what I'm trying to do. I'm standing up for them because they can't stand up for themselves because the frauditors refuse to tell them the name of their channel. They refuse to tell them where it's going to be or what they're doing. So it's like, I don't know. It's actually a very interesting question. I've never really thought of it on that level before.
Well, I stay up very late at night sending out, emails, and then I wake up and I make phone calls. That's how I do this because I don't, do the channel like you guys do. But that's how I feel like I'm making a difference by doing that, trying to inform them on privacy complaints and what their rights are, because they always say as a public employee, you have no right. You have no First Amendment rights. Right to your image. You don't, but they do. Everybody does.
They
This
always
is a
say
court.
So what is D9C?
Doc. He meant Doc. The 9 is right above the O. He meant Doc.
But wait a
Keeps
minute.
over talking Ray.
I'm the host.
As the host, you're supposed to let your panel talk more than you. You don't know that?
Wait a minute, you're the producer, though.
Anyway, it's fine. I'm not going to throw anything at you. It's fine.
No, I'm just being me. Go ahead, Thomas, Rob.
But Ray, I see what you're doing. You're actually doing what the frauditors want. You're actually doing what the frauditors says. You're educating them. So I'm like, the education goes both ways. So you also calling them and educating them how to get their image taken down off of YouTube, the channel that they can find it on. What their like you say, what their rights are. So you doing actually what the frauditor says. You educating them. So it goes both ways.
And I would like to add, I was going to add this if you don't mind. I did not know about privacy strikes until maybe 6 months ago. So if I fell a victim to one of these guys, I would not know what to do to take the video down.
Why would they know? I mean, a lot of them, they have no experience. Like a lot of us have no, how many do you think out there in the United States really know what a First Amendment auditor is? Right?
Right.
It's just a small amount. It's a teeny tiny percentage of YouTube are these channels. So when they're out there doing this, it's not a lot of people that actually know what they're doing, who they are, and why they're doing this, why they're filming. So we have to, at some level, we got to try. And, Donna Ray does this too. She makes phone calls. She spends a lot of time talking to people, and we got to try and educate people when they are filmed. If we can find them, if we know how to do it, and we can educate them on the privacy complaint, how to do it, and what their rights are. Because, like you said, they will not tell them anything. No. We got to stop. Yeah, we got to stop their money flow. Cut off the money, and it stops. They won't do it if their money isn't there. We've all seen them say, "Oh, I'm not going to film until my money comes back," or they lie and say stuff like, "I'm shadow banned," which is crap. If you're shadow banned, you can still post.
Yeah,
your video can still get out. So
I mean, who's the perfect example of that right now? I would say is Riot Girl Radio.
Well, she's demonetized. She was demonetized, but she stopped doing it because of that.
Yes.
So, and then
Creepy David, yeah,
saying, "Oh, I'm demonetized," or "I'm shadow banned," when we all know he's demonetized. It's.
So he even stopped doing. He even said he was going. He says taking a break. No, you demonetized, so you stop.
Right. Exactly. They don't do it they say they do it because they care so much. It's never about It's
Same thing with News Now Patrick, already demonetized.
Yep. Any channel he tries to start again, he's just going to be demonetized. So he should stop. Just stop. Give it up. But my point is, I feel like I need to do this because it's not right for them to steal somebody's image and make money off of it. And then they're being so disingenuous and all the crap that they say and the insults they hurl. And then they're going to go ahead and make money. That's just another insult, in my opinion. You're adding insult to injury. And I have a special letter just for Audit Them. It's just for him that I made up. Because.
But if a person find their image on any of their channels and YouTube doesn't take it down, can they seek legal action against them?
Oh, of course they can.
Yes, they can. And real quick, Booger is saying
they still can, even if it gets taken down, because there was a point in time where it was up.
Yes.
But after it's down, they make no more money. And I don't know if they make the money off of it when it was up or not. I'm not sure about that. I don't have any experience with that.
Yeah. So real quick, it's apparently my new nickname is D9C. And I swear that sounds like a Star Wars droid.
Sounds like
R2-D2's
cousin.
But I wanted to say something about what Ray was just saying, what you guys were just talking about with the demonetization thing. See, that's one of the problems, and one of the reasons why one of the tactics they use is that the majority of the videos that you post get the majority of their views within the first, 48 to 72 hours. So if they've already had the video up for a week before it gets taken down, they still, of course, they're going to cry and whine about it and try to get it put back up and try to sue and everything else. But it doesn't really hit as hard as if you get it right away.
Right. And real quick, Gamer Falcax. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Hey, man, how you doing? But I'm just saying, I know Donna does it. I do it. I know a bunch of other people that are doing this. But I think we've been successful in getting a lot of videos removed, taken down, and it feels like a win, but it just doesn't feel like enough. Do you know what I mean? When you report these videos and you report them and you report them and you even quote back their own terms of service to them and the video still stays up, it just feels so discouraging.
Yes. And I'm going to add something else too. It's also some of these folks that their employers tell them you can't do a privacy strike.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm about ready to say, if you're part of a union, go to your union and make them understand you have rights while you're at work.
Well, a lot of these government employees are not a part of a union.
There are some unions associated with government employees.
Some, but
Yes. Police departments has them. Teachers has them. Who else has them?
when Georgia Transparency went to that doctor place, that it was a clinic. It was a clinic in a county clinic, and he groped himself in front of the women to gain a reaction. I wrote to them, and he wrote back to me and told me everything that happened, and then said his boss will not allow him or anybody in the clinic to file a privacy complaint. It will make them look bad. I was like, are you serious?
Well,
that's the intimidation.
Needs to call out YouTube on this too. YouTube makes a ton of money from those videos, and until that changes, YouTube's not going to really do anything worthy of note. They may take down a couple of videos if everybody complains loud enough, but they're not going to do anything to take away any serious revenue stream. They're just not.
But
that's the problem.
Hey guys, I actually have to take off early tonight, so I will actually see y'all. If you live streaming, I actually see y'all Saturday, and I have a couple of who wore best pictures. If y'all want to do that on Saturday.
Yes, definitely. We're going to do that. Who wore it best on Saturday?
But yeah,
a couple
I have to take off early tonight, guys.
All
right. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
Yeah, take care.
Guys. You too.
All right, see you later, Mr. Thomas.
See you later.
See you later. See you in the morning, Hez.
All right.
But YouTube, until YouTube changes the financial incentives for these guys, I don't see a whole lot changing no matter what we do. I really don't. That's just the way it is.
Well, I'm still gonna do what I do. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess you still try. Sure.
Yeah.
And that's it. Try. That when
you call.
Yes. When you call someone and they don't return your phone call, they don't want to talk to you. You tried.
Right.
If you call someone and their boss says we're not doing it because we don't want to look bad, well, you tried.
Right.
If you call someone, you help them through the policy procedure, and YouTube doesn't do anything, you tried.
Well, YouTube has to. If they file it and they prove that it's them, they have to.
You're right.
They don't have a choice. So.
But the point being is you tried, and that is a lot more than I can look at most any channels out there say that they're doing.
Yeah. I have to try and do something. I can't sit here, just watch the video and go, haha, that was cool. And move on.
It occurs to me, one thing that might be a useful change in tactics might be to, when we file privacy strikes or complaints or whatever, refer to it in terms of cyberbullying and use those words with YouTube. It might get their attention a little
more. Well, is it automated? Is it automated, or is it, or does an actual human being look at the word?
It asks you. It asks you for categories, and bullying is one of the categories you can choose.
Right. Okay.
But at some point, some people, I think, Hez, you know more about this than I do. Do people actually look at those, or is it all in the part of the logarithm?
It's AI usually.
Yeah, the algorithm looks at it, and then if the algorithm finds that there might be something to it, then they might have a human look at it.
Right. So, yes.
Well, thank God AI is not taking over, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you though, you can't, when you see guys like Josh Abrams and what he does, he's
that guy's nauseating.
Yes. That's what's happening with Georgia Transparency. He's bullying those people. And you notice when they see someone that's not put up with it, they walk away. They get away from that individual.
Well, and Abrams is a good example of cyberbullying. He said, you notice who he picks on for the most part are older people and kids.
Yes.
People who cannot really defend themselves. Like that guy in the library at the time, or there's a brand new one out now where he was hassling some older guy who just didn't put up with his crap for a second and put him in his place. I forget the circumstances, but he tattooed Josh well. But Josh just picks on the lowest hanging fruit and then acts like he's doing the world a favor, protecting our rights or something. Abrams to me is the worst of the bunch. He really is.
Mm-hmm. He is.
Yes, a bully. By any definition you want to put.
He should be, yes, with as far as the bullying part of it.
Him and Mark Mansion. Him and Mark Mansion are
Mark Manchin's just as bad. Yeah, New Hampshire. What is his first news? New Hampshire, whatever his name is.
It's Preston H. now. Yeah.
That guy
he's
just
as bad. Yeah. He is just a horrible human being. They both are. And
then Georgia Transparency and Lana are not too far behind them.
No, they are disgusting human beings, both of them.
Yes, they are.
Just disgusting what they will do to people behind the scenes and what they'll do on camera. But what they do off camera is just 100%, you're going to hell disgusting.
What they're doing off camera is to get that.
They should be put in jail. I thought you could be put in jail for that kind of stuff, but apparently I'm wrong. So
what on earth are they doing?
He fondled himself.
Oh, for crying out!
In front of
women. I didn't know that.
Yeah, in front of the women that were at the reception, desk. He apparently fondled himself. That's what the employee told me when I sent him the privacy email. He came back and told me everything that happened. Oops, sorry.
That's both illegal and disgusting as all get out. Ugh.
Right, but he said the police were just laughing with Georgia Transparency and they high-fived him, stuff like that, and just stuff you didn't see in the video.
Now, see, that would be a good way to request to your body cams and see what happened off camera. That would be interesting.
So real quick, Blackheart Knight is in the house. How you doing, Blackheart Knight?
Hey, Blackheart.
How you doing, man? You feeling good?
Oh, the great, the one, the only Blackheart Knight is in the house.
How was your dinner?
You know what, Blackheart Knight? Take a look in your email, okay?
It didn't work out.
Oh. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, hang on 1 second. Yeah, let's continue that video. I just sent an email real quick.
Publicly online. A cyberbully will befriend your child, leading them into a false sense of security before sending their private information to others. 9. Trolling. Trolling means deliberately provoking a response through the use of insults on online forums and social media sites. A troll will personally attack your child, aiming to make them angry and provoke a response. 10. Catfishing. Catfishing involves stealing online identities and recreating social networking profiles for deceptive purposes. Catfishers look at your child's profile and take information to create a fake persona. This could involve using personal information, potentially damaging your child's online reputation. Please share this video with other parents.
Okay. Really good video, I think. And look who's joining us, Blackheart Knight.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you
Hey, what's up, Blackheart?
If I may, real quick.
Hey, Ray, what's up?
How you doing?
Doing quite well these days.
Howdy, Blackheart Knight. If I may, what channel are those information videos from? Because I have a lot of littles in my family, and I'd like to push that channel their direction.
Let me do this. Let me forward the email that I sent to Ray and myself earlier today with the links to those channels. And with the links to the videos where you can get those channels. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. So let me do that, okay?
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. That's probably the best thing I can do with that. It's got 4 links on it because I found 4 good videos. And 2 of the 4 definitely meant for kids. and the other two are good
Ray,
all ages.
sultry. I haven't been sultry since the 70s.
Sultry. What do you mean? Did I say sultry?
Yes, you did.
The sultry, deep tones of Clear Water's
Oh,
voice.
but it is Link. Yeah. Sorry. Hold on, and I'll get you my.
Sultry.
I swear, if I had a voice like Cool Clear Water, I'd probably have more subs.
I know, right? That's what I'm thinking as well. Oh,
So you're looking for subs instead of DOMs?
Ah,
Sorry, couldn't help it. Too good an opening.
oh yes. Oh, 1 sec. I am trying to get something set up for Miss Ray.
no
What?
problemo.
Huh?
No problemo. Oh, by the way, I enjoyed the live the other day.
Oh yes, that was fun. That was a fun live, and we're going to try to do more fun lives on Saturday. And everyone, I am posting in the chat right now. Ray's link to her channel, so you can go over there and subscribe if you hadn't
Thank
already
you.
done so. You're welcome. But I'm trying to do more and more.
Let me go
fun
check that
streams,
out
and
right
then
quick.
Thursday's being my serious stream where we'll kid a little bit, but it's going to be a little bit more serious topics.
And if I may, this just came through my earpiece. Booker, yes, I can. Beef. It's what's for dinner.
Yes.
Ah, yes. Oh, wait a minute. You got a merch store now, Ray?
You knew that.
Yeah, that's right. You were telling me about it. So that's official. That's up. Let's take a look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Oh, I like this. Let me put this where we can go on. Put it on the
We
screen.
have to. You don't want to.
You don't want to?
I get like shy about myself. Okay, go ahead if you. Yeah.
Okay.
I just get shy about myself.
At the risk of sounding like certain people, put a 1 in the chat. No, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I'm rudimentary about like I just started learning how to do it, so probably
Let's
gonna
make this bigger.
change a lot of things, fix a lot of things.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So let's see. What? Well, you got the mat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got the mat. There you go.
That's a
and-
desk mat.
Yeah, desk mat.
No sippy cups?
No, they don't have sippy cups.
And we've got choices of different colors there.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
only looks good in certain colors, so I just pick the colors it looks good in.
Yeah. Oh, I do like this camping mug. That looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the right picture for that. That's nice.
And I'm going to credit Predator Comedy Show and her wife made these designs for me that you'll see on all this stuff.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Thank you, ladies.
Yeah. Let's see what we. Wait. We gotta. I have a simple life. I simply want you to give me treats. I love that.
That's
Hey,
awesome.
is that nice? Oh,
Yeah, that is nice. I like that. Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
Let's see. Wait a minute. Shower curtain? You got a shower curtain?
Yeah, they have shower curtains. You didn't know that?
Well, yeah, I did. I didn't. I chose not to go with a shower curtain.
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah, it is kind of up there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have it at the lowest price margin. So, like, you know,
So let's.
I'm just not sure about it because I think it needs bigger artwork. You know. They only give you such a small space to put the art, so it's like, I don't know about it.
So it wasn't on a
Yeah.
big space. Yeah.
No, not on the shower curtain, no.
How about on a fleece blanket?
So-
Could you make it bigger, or it was just that?
No, it's just that spot too. It's just that. Doesn't let you make
Wow.
it bigger. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yep. And I have the standard sweatshirts, t-shirts, all that stuff.
Well, let's
To
do
get
this.
some more art done and get some more art and expand it.
Let's show my.
Can I ask you guys? Hold on one second, please.
I understand the sentiment, Steve, but we call those athletic supporters here.
So, all right.
Well said. Well said.
So this is my desk mat. As you can see, it comes in white, blue. My personal favorite color, though, is the gray. I think that looks good. And this is my story here that I'm showing right this moment. All right, let's go back
Yours
over
is
here.
like so much better than mine. I don't know.
This is our Wheels t-shirt. Sippy Cup Shenanigans. That's the back of it. And front, of course, is a little tiny Document News Storytime logo. And this one goes all the way up to 3X. You got a choice of several colors, including this blue here. That blue looks sweet. Got this Tahiti blue. Hey, does that not look cool? That looks swift. Let's show you how it looks on the back.
Thank you, Blackheart.
See, that looks nice.
No problem.
It's just shorts of my cat. That's all.
Yeah.
Nothing exciting.
And for your iPhone and Samsung phone users, we do have phone cases for you. And I do have one of these on the way for myself. In this color. That does look nice. I'm looking forward to seeing that when it gets here. I do have this t-shirt, but I had it in a darker gray. I don't think the logo came out as good as it should have been. So I had to take that darker gray off the market, but we replaced it with this light steel, which I think looks good.
I'm saving up for that t-shirt.
I'm
saving up for that t-shirt because I really
for this
want
t-shirt
it.
for the Glitterman?
Yeah, Live Life Loud Glitterman. Yeah, I'm saving up for it.
Yeah. Pillow
like
is
it.
awesome. I love this pillow.
Yeah.
All right, let's be very, very quiet. So my mom doesn't hear,
Cyber
but I got this for her birthday coming up real soon.
Don't tell anybody.
Yeah, don't tell anybody. Nice. I got it. Yes. So great little accent pillow. Hey, if you just want something to put on your laptop, you got a little sticker you can put on there. Of course, if you got like to use these bags for grocery stores, you got a couple different bags: a weekend bag and an all over print tote bag, and you got choices of colors. And
I have the tote bag. It's great.
Yeah.
I have the tote bag, and we use it for the grocery store.
yes, hey, how's that working for you?
Good. It's good. It's very big inside. It doesn't look like it, but it is.
Yes. And here's that bag. Yeah, it's a 16 by 16 size. And yes, that gray is a nice looking gray. But if you want something a little bit different, like pink, I always like the pink with the black accent that it has. I think it looks good. And this blue actually looks really good in my opinion. That as well.
The
And
dark
of course
blue?
we got
The dark blue. That's the coffee cup I have in the dark blue.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And that came out really good in that color. So I really do like that. Personally, I think the gray is the best looking ones. But this is your favorite, right, Ray?
The blue?
No, this.
Oh no, the gym bag. I want
Yeah.
the gym bag.
Yeah, yes, I gotta get me one of these myself. Look at choice of
Yeah, I
4
love
colors.
that bag. Yeah,
Yeah.
want it in
Gym
gray.
gym bag. Is that
Yeah.
long enough to hold my takedown rifle?
No, it is a 19 by 9.5 by 9.5 inches.
Oh no,
Yeah. No,
oh well. Just planning ahead.
yeah. But it's a good little bag to take to the gym with. Let's see what's. Of course, I do have sweatshirts, hoodies, sweatshirt, long sleeve tees, and I do have the Doc Lanou T-shirt, which I have one of these on the way, and actually in this color. With the and this one though I did a little differently. I did a bigger front logo. And we unfortunately do not have the Georgia transparency size. It only goes up to 5XL. We do have this color of gray in this one. And we do have it in purple as well. I don't think it had pink as a choice for this color, so for this one. But this heathered royal is not a bad color. And so is this blue. Well, and I'm just going to wrap things up with about talking about merchandise. Although if you're into cooking, like you like to smoking butts, might want to consider getting an apron. What do you think, Miss Ray?
Oh, I don't need an apron.
You don't need an apron?
No.
No, no.
My
I
next
think-
purchase is going to be the T-shirt and then the gym bag.
Okay, outstanding.
I got to save for both, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. I really want you to have that gym bag too. And I have to probably in the next few weeks order me the desk cover, and then put it on my wife's desk. And listen to her get mad at me.
Plus, I'm going to order some of my own merch,
So yes, those are really good stuff. Good, and I've been looking at the chats, hearing you. I see you talking about your live stream.
Mine?
Well, yeah, I saw I thought you and Fraudulent Terminator were talking about.
Oh,
that
I
earlier.
was thinking of having a live stream, like my very first one, but I don't know when or what it'll be about or anything like that.
Well,
Oh, that would be cool.
It
I'm
would
just
be
thinking
cool.
about it,
Yes, and quite frankly, I'm going to be honest with you. I want to see you do that. So whatever I can do to help you with that, you got me. I'm here for you.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate it.
Yes, and we can bounce some ideas off at a later time if you want to talk about something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I'm excited to see Miss Ray doing her first live stream.
Yeah, figure it's about time.
Yeah, it's that time, isn't it, for him to start to wrap things up to get in bed. So he gets up
No,
early.
I figured it's about time I did my own.
Oh,
live stream.
he jumped off. I don't know if.
I don't know. Maybe he lost his internet.
Yeah. True. Okay.
Oh, Steve, no, I do not. I use a computer to type, but not to talk.
Okay.
That's his real voice.
Yep.
The world's coolest internet voice.
Yeah. He's got a really awesome voice. You can listen to him talk all day. Thank you, Booger. I would love it if you came. I'd love it if all of you came to my live stream if I have one.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I'll be there, Ray.
Yes, I really hope you are. I hope you are, because I would be so sad if none of you came. Did you Predator watch? Oh, yes, you did. I saw that. You got that. Oh, that guy was so annoying. I'm so glad you got him terminated. I was so happy. So proud of you for that.
Who did he get terminated? Who was it?
One of the Aussie frauditors. with
Oh,
Australian
good for
fraud.
him.
Yeah,
Good job.
Yeah,
He's a-
very good job.
very annoying frauditor. Just an annoying one. My tiny, I know you will. Thank you. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ancient, for listening. Appreciate that.
Yes, I do appreciate that. Thank you.
You've been walking your dogs, right? Yeah. Yeah. So,
Oh, speaking
maybe
of dogs, I do have one dog that wants to say something.
Oh yeah, I bet he's got a lot to say.
Yeah, he does. Let me put him up here.
I haven't spoken to my wife in 4 years. I thought it would be rude to interrupt her.
Dad joke.
Predator watch.
No, that's a good joke.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just focus on one channel and contact a whole boatload of people.
You know what?
That's an awesome thing you did. That's awesome. No, I'm gonna do that.
When there is that focus, I think then yes, things can happen.
No, he said 35 privacy complaints in 5 days and the channel was removed. So maybe then if I do the same thing, focus on one channel and get like a whole boatload of privacy complaints that come in at once.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like he did, then the channel could come
The
down.
algorithm's going to look at that and go, "What the heck's going on here?"
They have to stand up and look at it then. I mean,
Which channel was this that got removed? The Aussie one?
Yeah, the Aussie one.
Yeah. Is the more annoying guy that really just.
Well, you got to narrow that list down a little bit.
Can you put my link up there again, Doc? Do you have it?
Let me see.
Or do I have it? I might have my own link. Hold on. Yeah, I have my own link. Hold on. Here you go. There you go.
Yep. That's it. Right there. You changed it to
I changed it to because I changed it to his actual name, his full name, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Well, that's his full name.
Well, don't let that get you into a copyright problem.
It's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, DiCaprio. Okay, there you go. I like that.
There you go. It's kind of like I'm not expecting any problems with Mason Glitterman.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's.
I mean, I can see certain individuals saying something about the name Mason Glitterman, but it's going to be like.
You mean like Jason Glutterman or Gluter Glesserman or Missy Glesserman?
Yeah. I don't know who it might be. I know he has to look up to me. So.
Thank you.
Way too much fun with that one.
Yeah,
it's not frauditors though. It's shorts of my cat, just silly little shorts of my cat. That's all.
Yeah.
If you want some relief from frauditors, you can go or watch my stupid little shorts.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And occasionally in those shorts, you can hear the glorious Ray singing.
Yeah. So we've been talking about throughout this evening about cyberbullying.
Yes.
But we didn't say anything too much about what we can do. So I would like to show a video. It's about 14 minutes long. This is he's talking about bullies in general, but I think it does go into detailed explanation about bullies and about why they target the people that they target.
I think so, Booger.
Yeah. Booger, it is Mason Glitterman is my alter ego. And as many of you are aware of, Mason, that particular account, I change names often just to mess around with it, just to make fun of things. And finally just went with Mason Glitterman and stuck with it.
Yeah, changing names just to confuse your friends.
Yeah. Yeah, I finally got to Mason Glitterman, and I would change. I used to change names to kind of state my opinion about some things in a comical way. Some names landed, some names did not. But Mason Glitterman is my alter ego. Yeah. Oh, great! Now we're gonna get a copyright strike.
Why?
I'll show you why.
Oh, sorry.
Here's the oh, I like that one.
Why? He's not gonna know. It's in print. He's not even gonna know. He doesn't care about the little channel.
Yeah, it's in print. You can't read.
He's not in here, is what I'm saying. Like, he's not gonna see it.
Yeah.
So that's all I was saying. Like, he's never gonna see it. That's all.
Well, yeah, just saying a person's name alone should not get you copyright strike.
Right.
Yes, because when he does something that's going to warrant a discussion, and he will do something that's going to warrant a discussion that's very, very truthful. I'm not going to call him by his channel name. I'm going to call him by his first and last name because he did something that warrant a discussion.
But I'm just saying, like, he's not even going to care if you discussed him. He's not even going to know you discussed him or said his name.
Right. True.
He'd have to be in here to know that.
Hey,
the only way he can know is if you played one of his videos, because it'll notify him.
Yeah. But it's hard to hit back when they're on the computer. Okay.
No, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Douche Canoe Frolics.
I don't have an alter ego.
You don't have an alter ego?
No.
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 I always thought that would be a good name for the awards that Hez gives out, the Douche Canoe Awards.
Yeah. Well, we could also do, let's see. Of course, I do have a third account, and that third account is my true sock account. Do you know what the name? Well, do you know what I call my true sock account's name is?
No.
Your shoes. I don't know.
No, Mr. Socky account.
Oh yeah, that one stock account.
Yes, that's my true sock account. The only true sock account out there.
All right. Are we playing this video?
Yeah, let's play this video.
Dealing with a bully, it doesn't have to last. There really are some very precise things you can do to change the game. Don't let that bully keep doing what they're doing.
Control.
Pay attention, go through this training, and you're going to know what to do next. Okay, so you got yourself a bully, right? Got a bully happening, and really, you can be of any age right now and have a bully. You could have a bully for a boss. You could have a bully as a team member. You could have a bully at school. You could have a bully as a neighbor. Oh my goodness, bullies come from all over the place. And what do you do? You know, how do you manage this? Because you try to avoid it and try to get away from it, but it's like they're always there. I mean, really, how can you make a change so the whole situation just finally changes? I mean, really, can you go on living like this, having a bully messing with you and, you know, and get in your life and just, doing what they're doing? Okay, so let's really look into this about what's happening with this whole experience of having a bully and what you can do to change the game. What you can do. It's not about winning the game, it's just changing the game so the bully doesn't have their influence like what they're doing right now. And really, why should somebody that of a negative influence like that have some control over us, right? Now notice I said us. Reason why I can talk about this, because I've had bullies. And I've had a bully in my life when I was growing up in school, and God, man, they just, every day it's tormenting. You know, they tease you, they push you around, they mock you in front of other people, and they hurt you. They literally hurt you. One of my friends, the bullies were coming after me, and I got...
This particular video is aimed more toward bullying in person, but I think it does go into a very good explanation that can also help us understand the cyberbully as well.
Away from him, but I look back and They're beating up one of my friends. I mean, and they gang tackled the person. I couldn't go back. I mean, there was just too many of them. And I still, to this day, I can't stand the fact that I let those bullies get to my friend. So the bully thing is real. And it really, again, it doesn't matter how old you are, but let's really look into this of what's happening when there is a bully. Now, I got two circles up here. One is a stick figure with a circle that has a bully name above it, and a stick figure with a circle that is smaller that has you labeled to it. So a bully, now this circle right here, this circle represents your amount of personal influence or your personal energy. And everybody has personal space. Like literally we can hold our hands out, flip our fingers up, and that is the common distance of our front personal space borders. And there literally is a circle all the way around us called our personal space. And when somebody comes into that space, we sense and feel it. We also many times try to keep people out of our personal space. You know, if you have teenagers and you've ever got close to your teenager, you probably hear them say, "Hey, you're in my space." Or you walk in their bedroom or, you know, something like that. And it's like, they will actually call out you're in their personal space. So all of us have personal space. And that personal space bubble, I'm just going to call it the bubble there, is influenced by how we think about ourselves. And it's also the size of this bubble is influenced by what we perceive other people are thinking about us. So there's two things that influence this personal space bubble. So if we think down about ourselves, that personal space gets smaller. If we think other people think down about us, that also influences it to get smaller. So a bully, what turns a person into a bully is one, hurt people hurt people. Bullies have been hurt. They're scarred, they've got challenges, they've got issues, and really bullies, they got problems. They got something wrong with them. Somebody hurt them, somebody did something.
Okay, I want to pause it right there and say, how many of you would agree with that statement on the panel?
No.
You don't agree with that, CCW?
No. Some maybe, but overall, no.
Right. Well, yeah. A lot of times I do think they are hurt. There is something definitely wrong with a bully.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't come from abuse or hurt.
No, you don't think so?
No.
Huh.
Too many years of dealing with students and dealing with bullies. And I mean, technically you can say that enriching your child with a sense of entitlement and superiority is a form of abuse, but no.
I personally always seen like not every bully is coming from a home that's abusive. No, but there are some that statement can be true, that hurt people, that when they're abused themselves, when they're smacked around at home or verbally abused, that they go and do that to other people because that's how they learn to handle emotion.
Well, yes, I agree entirely, but you can't just make that a blanket statement.
No, I'm not making it a blanket statement. I don't agree that it's all bullies are hurt people. That's not true.
There's a great number of them that are just the proto agitator.
Well, the research shows, however, and this is something that's been pretty extensively researched, as a general rule, I mean, Claire is right, it's not everybody, but as a general rule, if you look at domestic abuse, a large number of people who are domestic abusers were domestically abused. I can't help thinking the same thing is true with bullying because it's pretty much the same psychological dynamic. A lot of bullies were bullied. And especially at home, if you're a little kid, you start learning that that's normative, that's how people are, that's normal. and so you act like that. So I mean, but yeah, I think you're right. It's not everybody, of course. I think anytime anybody says all people do A or B, then they don't know what they're talking about, because there's no group that has all people in it like that. But I think there's got to be something that they're responding to.
Well, listen, there's also research that suggests that a lot of it also comes from two people that have had a conflict, a breakup. One of them is bullying the other one because they're upset with them over it. They didn't want to break up. They didn't want to end the friendship or the relationship. You know, they're bored. They're trying out like a new personality. They're lonely. They feel isolated. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of reasons, or they're just entitled little brats that are taught that they can do no wrong and they're better than other kids or they're better than other people.
I will agree with that. But one of the things that, at least in my experience with my students, that I saw was the power play issue. And when you feel weak and desire that power, there are several ways you can go about it. One is to achieve what is needed to be the person in power, and one of the many others is to be the bully, because that puts you in the seat of power, that puts you in control. And that is, I think, why we see it so much in school children, especially in that, say, 9 to 13 or 14 range.
Interesting.
That point in their life where they feel like an adult, but they're not an adult, and someone else is always in charge. And that's a way to get that power.
Mm-hmm. What I saw mostly in that age group was children who, there was always a group of children who were the haves and the have-nots. And the haves always were lording over the have-nots. And it would get pretty, violent at times, where they would pick at the have-nots and they would pick. You know what I mean? And hurt. And it was always, picking at them for being poor, picking at them because they didn't have the right clothes, picking at them for not having the right shoes. I'm better than you, and that's taught. That's taught at home. That's taught, to be entitled. And I didn't stand for that.
Yeah, that's a learned behavior.
That's learned, yeah.
But that also extends to so many other areas. The head cheerleader, captain of the football team.
Yep. It's
being the bully.
Yeah,
and how we socialize our kids has a lot to do with that. You're right. It is. I mean, the roles that we establish in school, middle school, high school, and even elementary school, are the roles that they take on, that kids take on for a lot of time for the rest of their lives, or at least a part of it. And that's something that that needs to be addressed. I think you're right on that for sure. It's it's definitely learned.
And another thing that I see a lot, or have seen a lot, especially, is not, like Ray was saying, not necessarily kids that were abused when they were young or whatever, but people who like just have the whole attitude, and it could be encouraged by their family of, well, everyone's out to hurt you, so you got to get them before they get you. So make sure you do the hurting first.
Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's learned stuff. It's learned behaviors from home life. No matter the reason you're doing it, it's all coming from a learned behavior.
Right.
That's my opinion of it. You're not born a bully.
I think you're right.
So you're not born a bully. I don't think you're born a bully unless you're a sociopath or a psychopath.
Well,
but you learn how to be a bully.
Thank you for that clarification. I will agree. You are not born a bully for the most part. And for the most part, it is a learned behavior. But hey, let's face it, being an asshole just comes natural to some people.
Yeah,
This is
Yeah.
true.
That's
this
very
is
true.
true. This is true.
We see that every day in our
Yeah.
genre.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, we could sit and have the nature versus nurture argument all day. I mean, that's another show.
Yeah, but
You
I
know.
think the nature versus nurture argument is not really an argument. It's both. It's obvious it's both. You learn stuff. You're also,
Right.
you're born a certain way, and
Yeah,
it's
but
how
I
you
don't-
put that together that's what makes the difference.
Oh, okay.
Well, and that whole argument was settled by that wonderful Eddie Murphy, Dan Aykroyd movie. Several years ago.
Yeah, Trading Voices was good.
Trade places, yeah. Right. But I don't think he should make a blanket statement that it's always hurt people. That's all. It's not a blanket statement. He shouldn't make a blanket statement. That's all.
And it's
Yeah,
very
any
rarely
blanket.
is a blanket statement. It might be a rule of thumb, but
It
but
shouldn't be.
we'll find an exception to every rule that we talk about. Always.
Yeah, in my experience, every blanket statement is by definition not accurate.
Right.
Yeah, I have only heard one blanket statement that so far, actually, no, two blanket statements that so far have not been proved to be inaccurate because there's an exception somewhere. And dang it, I opened my mouth, and both of them will really piss a lot of people off. So, yeah, I'll leave it there.
Okay.
Oh, I'm dying to know. We'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
I'm dying.
Let's keep this video going.
Okay.
Because I do love how he explains this part of it that's coming up.
Something to them, and that's turned them into a bully. And the only way they can find to help themselves feel better is to put somebody else down. So a bully will find somebody who is perceived as a smaller energy force, and now that's an easy target for a bully. So when I was growing up, I was a chubby little kid. I was chubby, and I was kind of the runt of the litter with all my friends, and I was an easy target. So they targeted me, and they would push me around, make fun of me, and I was always the laughing part of the joke. It was all about Kirk. So a bully is trying to help himself feel better because of whatever happened to them. So hurt people hurt other people. And they sense and feel, they just notice when somebody has a lower energy force about them, and it's an easy target. So as an easy target, then they start to pick on the person. And they pick on the person so that their energy goes down further and further and further. And once their energy gets down to a certain point, then the bully feels better. And then they go on their way feeling good about themselves because they picked on somebody and put that person down so that they could feel like they're up. Because imagine, this is the bully, and this is the other person, or this is me and this is the bully. So if the bully can find me and put me down, now they feel like they're doing well or they're ahead. Since they can't get ahead, they've got to put people down here so that they feel like they're doing better. It's really twisted, really, really twisted. So to further explain this, if this is your energy source, your personal space around you, your personal space changes. If you think negative about yourself, it goes smaller. If you think good thoughts about yourself, it gets bigger. So remember that bullies are after those people who have a smaller personal space, smaller. And the way you think about yourself and the way you think other people think about you makes that personal space go smaller, which then puts you in a position to get picked on by bullies. So this is what you do. This is how you change the game. You change your personal space. You can change this from being small to becoming bigger. And so literally what's going to happen is you're going to change this personal space around you to expand so that your personal space is that big. Now, when the bully perceives your personal space or how you're doing as a person, they can't mess with you.
Okay. So this
Yeah,
is
I
like,
agree.
I'm having a problem with this. I'm having a problem with this.
Okay.
All right.
I am too. You first.
So you as the one being bullied, have to change yourself in order to not be bullied. What's the bully doing then? Still running
Yeah.
off and bullying people?
Thank you.
What's
Yes.
being
Well,
done to change his behavior? Again, it's like victim has to be the one to do the work here to change and make the adjustments, while the person doing the victimizing just gets off scot-free. This is what I'm hearing here.
Unfortunately, this is what he's trying to say is you cannot change the bully, you as the person that's being bullied, but you can change yourself where you will not be that target. And I do strongly believe I cannot change someone else. I only can change myself. With that being said, yes, things should be done to curb that bully's behavior. Back in our day, Ray, if a bully was messing with us, what did we do? Well, we took
Smacked
care of
him
the
in the
bully.
face. Yeah, you
Yeah.
smacked him in the face. He didn't bully you
Yes.
anymore. But
But
then
we are,
again, that's changing the bully's behavior.
that
So
is changing the bully's behavior.
why can't you change the bully's behavior now?
Because hammering them into the playground is not politically correct.
No, but there's
Yes.
counseling. There's all sorts of things you can do to correct his behavior. Why is it that, again, the victim has to be the one to correct their behavior? It's like telling a girl in school, boys can't control themselves, so you can't wear that shirt. You can't wear a skirt. You have to change.
Yeah, it kind of
your
struck me as the
wardrobe.
boys will be boys thing. Yeah, that's what
Right.
that's
You
my
have to
problem.
change your wardrobe because boys can't control themselves. It's the same thing in my mind.
Well,
And
they
it
didn't let,
angers me.
well, they didn't let me wear my thongs in school back in the day.
You know what? Stop.
Thank God.
Missing the point.
Okay, I'm being funny. All right, I'm sorry. You're right. We're being serious. But
Well, I agree 100% on that one with the girls and the clothing. I mean, I'm dealing with great granddaughters that are exactly at that precise age right now.
Yes.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't change and get better self-esteem. I'm not saying that at all. Get the, yes, they should develop a healthy sense of self-esteem. Nobody should look down on themselves or feel bad about themselves, for any reason. I'm not saying that. But what's being done about the bully here? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, it kind of struck me, and the whole thing kind of, if he's trying to be preventative with it, okay, maybe I can see something of what he's saying.
Right.
But it's, again, this gets back to this thing about, what Ray says, the only phrase I can come up with, it's blaming the victim or the potential victim. And you have to do something about the bully as well. You can't just,
right. Okay.
Yeah, and that's where the problem comes up.
Well, yeah, and the extension of this is at least in the mechanic that we see in the classroom and with frauditors and cop watchers and whatnot. It's the provoke, and then wham! Oh, help me, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the one that has been dealing with all the provocation, and in my mind, is more than likely justified in slapping the crap out of the bully.
It reminds me of that time when Josh Abrams went in that lady's office and she hit the buzzer and then she touched him or something and wound up getting arrested for assault on Josh Abrams because he was standing in her private office. Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. He's right. You're exactly right on that.
You can't fix everyone's self-esteem. That's the problem. Is you cannot go to schools and line up children and fix their self-esteem. You just can't snap your fingers and say now you have good self-esteem. bullies are always going to find a target.
That is
And
so
bullies
true.
are always going to be a bully in life too.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is.
So this to
When you're
me
50,
is
you have to deal with bullies. When you're 70, you have to deal with bullies. Bullies are
Right.
always going to be there.
right.
You need to equip the kids how to deal with bullies.
Right. You can't always fix the self-esteem. You got to, like you said, equip them, but you got to do something with the bully too. They got to learn that it's not acceptable.
Yeah, equip them. Range time, ammo allowance.
Yeah.
Equip
Yeah.
them.
They end up in jail or they end up being frauditors.
And another thing too, like that I was thinking, looking at this, is this whole thing where it seems like part of the whole thing, like the bullies hone in on, like with the self-esteem thing, is like, for example, if you already think something bad about yourself, by picking that as their target, in your head, they're just reinforcing the bad things, the negative things you already think about yourself.
Right.
Right. So the victim is trying to, like, okay, I mean, I've had this conversation with people before too, where it's like, oh, well, they say just ignore it. It's like, well, it's not that easy sometimes,
No, it's not. Especially when it's constant. Every
Trust me. It gets to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even if you have a thick skin, it gets to you.
And open apology here. That last joke was over the line.
What?
The joke about equipping themselves with range time. Yeah, that was
Oh.
over the line. I shouldn't have gone there.
Why? I think it's true. I mean, it's not like you're going to shoot somebody. It's a good thing to learn, and it relieves a lot of stress. And believe it or not, it does give them self-esteem.
Yes, it does.
That's what I thought you meant. You can grow self-esteem by learning to shoot.
Well, yes, that is what I meant, but it might have been taken
in the wrong direction. Because,
and it's a sad commentary on our culture
and
that we
that's
have to worry about that.
not where I was going.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, there's too many people out there that never shot a weapon of any kind.
Yeah, or are going to take that the wrong way and then get all upset because they got their feelings hurt. Our society has become way, way, way too hypersensitive to others, the opinions of others. I mean, somebody else doesn't agree with you, fine. You don't have to agree on everything.
No, we don't. That's what I'm
When do we
saying.
become such a nation of wimps?
Right. That's why I said earlier, if somebody disagreed with me, they're welcome too, as long as they're an adult about it. I mean, we don't always have to agree, but we can still remain cordial and friendly with each other about other topics. People aren't going to agree on everything. Doesn't mean you got to immediately get mad and go away. It's not, I don't understand that these days. I don't. Like you said, people are too sensitive.
We are. Oh my gosh.
Too ready to,
Sissification is
and I say we because I do think it is a society thing. We became very sensitive.
The cancel culture, all that stuff is just, it's crap. It's crap. Because you don't like something, everybody has to not like it, and everybody has to agree with you. And it's like, no, people are going to disagree, and you can remain friends and disagree. I mean, I've disagreed with Doc before on things. I've disagreed with Hez before on things, and you work it out, or you don't talk about that topic. It's just, we're still friends. Here we are, right? Nobody died.
Well, we're just scared that you might show up at our house and beat us up. Okay.
No, nobody's. Yeah, everybody's fine. It's
no. We're teasing. We are teasing.
A lot of times, like with disagreements, just in general, like I try to look at it as like a learning opportunity. Like, okay, what's going on in your head that you see it this way? Like maybe I could learn something I didn't know or understand it in a way. Even if I still don't agree, like I see your point of view, it's understanding there are different points of view, I don't know.
Right.
Well, where is it written we have to agree on everything?
It's not.
It isn't.
There's no law. That's the beauty of being able to even live in this country and have the First Amendment rights we have. We can openly disagree. About everything we want to openly disagree about and not end up under a jail somewhere.
Right. We can Yes, definitely can openly disagree.
And we can remain friends.
Yes. Here's the thing: if we decide not to be friends with anyone that disagrees with us with anything,
We'd be lonely.
we would be lonely because we wouldn't have any friends.
Exactly. Be a lonely existence. And I think healthy debate with somebody is interesting. You learn about somebody, and like
Yeah,
I said, they can
absolutely.
change your mind too.
Yeah.
If you have an open mind, you can learn a lot from somebody that you might not have known before about
Absolutely.
topics.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's called learning.
It would be a boring world. Exactly. Little Chihuahua, exactly. If we all agreed, it would be a very boring world. We'd be like robots, just agreeing with each other on everything. It'd just be stupidly
Well,
boring.
isn't all of what we're just talking about? Isn't that what they call learning?
Yes.
Yes.
Learning. Oh.
Well,
No, I've heard of it similar.
I'm gonna go ahead and remove this video because I think basically I think we're hitting the nail right on the head because
Yeah, we know what he's saying. I get his point. Self-esteem, instilling it in children is a wonderful thing. You should do, your children should never think badly of themselves, but it happens.
And you have to deal with it effectively with things that are going to work, not just whatever the latest idea is.
Right. Just don't go get a book and say, okay, this is what I need to do. No, you got to know your children. Pay attention to your children. Talk to your children. Actually talk to them. Put the phone down and talk to them. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm so glad I grew up when I did. Without phones, without the internet, it seemed more personable back then. And, you actually had friends that you talked to, that you met up with, that you went outside and we played. It wasn't like it is now where they're just on video games and nobody has an actual conversation. It's all through text message and Snapchat or whatever the heck it's called and Twitter.
Oh, and on the phone, I had employees that quit the first day when I told them, put your binky in the box. You're not going to be on your binky all day while you're here.
Right. They don't understand that you are not allowed to be on your phone. You have to work because they're being paid to work, not sit on their phone. They have actual fits about it. They go in withdrawal without that phone.
Well, they've done some research. It's really interesting. They've actually done some research where they had a control group and then they had the other group. And what they did was they gave the one group, let them keep their phones, do whatever they want. The control group, they took away their phones for a week. The third day, by the second or third day, they were actually having physical withdrawal symptoms, just like if they were coming off a drug.
Yeah.
And it's because the brain chemistry of the same pheromones and the same receptors as drugs were being affected by the absence of the stimuli of the phone. Is really interesting. I'll see if I can find the study, but I thought that was just incredibly interesting.
It is.
Yeah,
it's very interesting how that phone
these are people that have had a phone since they were little. I mean, these are the generation that is all they know is technology and phone, computers. Whereas we came to it late in life. You know what I mean? It's like we can live without it very easy. If my phone went away tomorrow, I'd be fine, probably glad.
But then me and Hez can't call you.
Hez doesn't call me.
Oh, yeah. In my family, we're having a major discussion right now over whether or not one of the littles should be allowed to have her own phone.
How old is she?
Oh, you know which one it is from the next statement. She's going to college now.
Yeah.
And we have never let any of the littles have their own phone until they're an adult.
Well, she's technically away, so I think she should because she's away.
And I was going to say the same thing. If she's not home with mom,
yeah, that's all. Only because she's away.
Yeah,
and yes, that is my side of the argument. But there's me, there's mom, there's dad, there's Oh,
Tell
whole family
mom,
here.
tell sister that only because she's away. Otherwise, I would vote no.
Same here.
And when
But
she comes
none
home,
of the littles in my family have their own phone. None of them have their own email account, internet account.
right?
Right.
And she can modify the phone to where it only does certain things. You know what I mean? It can be done.
Yeah, limits who she can call, limits who can
Yeah.
call her.
She doesn't have to have an email unless it's for college. She doesn't have to, go on social media. It could be blocked. All that could be done.
But I would make an observation that it is important that they be fluent in that kind of stuff, know how to use it, because it is a part of professional life now. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you have to know how to run a computer. You have to know how to run a phone. You have to know how to run email. You have to know how to do all the.
She's
But
young, she's in
there's
college.
a limit to that. There's a limit to that. But if she's in college, I think she definitely needs one, if nothing else, for safety.
For safety to contact her parents.
Yeah. Be able to, because yes, I can see her not having one.
I will be right back, guys. I have to take insulin, so I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay. No worries. But and while you're gone, I'm gonna play best friend. So I'm going to throw this on the stage while she's taking her insulin.
Best friend. I just wanted to show him off because he's really cool, really awesome. He makes my life better, and I love him a lot.
All right. That's her best friend. And we
For those of y'all who on the panel who don't know her, I slipped that in the chat, the private chat.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
So you know more of what we're talking about.
Yeah, and I'm very familiar with that.
Yeah, I know her. Yeah.
Yes, and personally, I think yes, in that situation, she's probably going to need a phone for a lot of reasons at the end of the day.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I understand what her parents, their feelings about it, but
oh yeah, I understand.
This is a very, very different situation from
only because she's away.
Yeah,
or I'd say no.
Yes, I mean, if she was like any other child at that age, I would be agreeing with the parents.
Right. That's too young, but she's away and it's for safety. And like I said, it could be modified for,
yes,
anything the parents want,
And it's not just for safety too. I can see that she's going to literally need it for her schoolwork.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and there's,
college is a lot different for things like that. So,
yes. At the end of the day, it's none of my business. I'm just putting my 2 cents in for what it's worth. But I want to see her succeed, and I also want to see her to be safe. And I do. And my belief is that that's going to be a tool that will do both for her.
Well, as do we all. And by the way, your 2 cents are worth at least a nickel.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
They'll be all right. They'll be all right. I'm sure they'll decide, and it'll be fine. And I just think because she's so far away, that. I mean, I don't know how far it is exactly, but I just think it's better to be safe than sorry.
Well, she's going to college at that age, though. She must be an exceptional student.
Oh, she is.
Yeah,
she's exceptional.
Yes.
Yeah.
She is.
Yes.
She's exceptional all around. She's a great.
Just be careful when she starts saying bazinga.
Yeah.
Well, you know what time it is.
I really think there is something to the literacy part of that. That the students today have to know how to do email and computers and the basics of all of that. Phones. It's just the world they're going to live in.
Yeah.
And that part of it is something to think about too.
Exactly.
Well, until the EMP hits and all that goes away.
Well, that's true.
Well, at least somebody laughed and recognized that was a joke.
Yeah.
It's a good one. But I started thinking about the fact that it's probably actually going to happen at some point.
Well, yeah.
But that's not for us to worry about right now. We'll see. We'll see what mom decides and what dad decides. And,
Yes.
Yeah, I place that in the asteroid category.
so
if
we
it
don't
happens, there's not a damn thing I can do about it. So who cares?
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. I
Last
worry
thing
about
we'll
the
worry
stuff.
about is cell phones at that point.
It's like the Bible says: worry about the stuff you can do something about.
Right.
Exactly.
So I think we do need to play our commercial.
Hey, cool. Hey, can I interrupt real quick? Cool. Could you type in the private chat? I'm just curious where she's going to school. Which university?
And while he's doing that, I'm going to play our commercial real quick, Miss Ray.
Oh, you got a commercial?
Yeah, I have a commercial.
All right, cool.
Do you have that feeling that things aren't going your way? Do you have that chapped feeling down
Wow.
there?
At her mama.
I have a solution
bet
for you.
you.
Frauditor Comedy
I'm
Show brand
impressed.
Butthurt Cream. With just one whole tube of our special formulated Butthurt Cream, that pesky little itch will just disappear. But wait, there's more. Act now and we'll throw in a super soft sham towel to soak up all those crybaby tears. So remember, when you're all up in your feelings, you need to get yourself some Frauditor Comedy Show brand Butthurt Cream. Our ingredients are not patent pending and in no way real. They were developed by dogs.
Disclaimer. Frauditor Comedy Show brand Butthurt Cream is a figment of our caffeinated imagination. It may or may not also involve a hamster on a wheel wearing a tiny top hat. We are not liable for any rashes, red marks, or anal prolapse. Seriously, this is a joke. Please don't try to purchase this or formulate it at home.
But does it come with a free applicator?
Oh, it did. It's the sham gut. It's the sham.
Oh, that's true. It does go with that sham, doesn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's too funny. I love that commercial. I could listen to it.
Oh, yeah. Well, Project Comedy Show knows I'm going to be playing this commercial until she gives us some more. And she has agreed that I get to play that commercial on my channel as well.
She sponsors us, so we have to play it.
Yeah, we have to play it.
We're sponsored by Butthurt Cream.
Yeah.
Hey, you could give out free copies of Chris Ryder singing Neil Diamond's favorite Frauditor songs.
Oh, yeah. There's another sponsor right there.
Oh, there. Yep. There we go. Yes. Yes.
You get a copy, and you get a copy. You get a copy.
Everybody gets a copy.
Just look under your chairs.
In case you forgot, there's the album cover.
Yes, there is the album cover. Oh my.
And you can practice rubbing in that butthurt cream with your pork butt.
And while you're singing, while you're singing something like, "You got the way to move me, frauditor. You got the way to fraud me."
Well, yeah. Now we're talking about. We got to do another cooking episode because I did find a nice smoked pork belly recipe, and I would love to play that one because, Rob's not here right now, but he was very, very excited about talking about rubbing the belly.
I'll be good. I'll behave. Will you please let me join in on the next cooking episode?
Oh, yes. So I'll tell you what, Cool Clear Water. You want to join? Do you want to do a cooking episode next week?
Hey, that's it. We've got something else we can hand out with the Butthurt Cream. Chris Ryder's favorite roadkill recipes.
Oh God.
All right.
Yeah, and that deserves a.
Well, you know what? No, that will be a fun stream. So we'll do it Saturday. We'll do a special cooking episode again on Saturday, and we'll talk about
something.
Huh?
Should we bring something? Since we're
Yeah.
cooking?
Yeah. You got to bring something.
What?
Well, I mean, I guess I'm going to be bringing smoked pork belly.
Only if you bring enough for everyone.
I'm gonna sit here and eat in front of everybody going yum 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 yum.
Yeah, what happens when everybody shows up in front of your house with cameras wanting to video it?
That's funny.
That's when he just steps out on the front lawn doing the "I'm too sexy for my shirt." My shirt. Oh, baby, it hurts.
And so, real quick, Booger.
Boy, this one's heading downhill.
Yeah. And Booger, real quick. No, I've not done it yet, but it will happen. Oh my goodness, it's going to happen. So, that pork belly leash on that feet. Oh my goodness, that looks so good, and it's going. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So, I mean, some major news going on this front. Well, we're doing a add on to our house. We're adding a screen porch, which technically speaking, gives you more square footage. But it's going to be becoming like a real true outdoor area. Problem with Florida, and I know Hez knows what I'm getting ready to say, is Florida is hot, it's muggy, it's humid, and it's hard to enjoy the sun during the summer months.
Yes, indeed.
So if you don't have a shaded place to sit in with fans, you just don't sit outside.
Yeah, I remember when I was stationed in Orlando, we could just about set our watches by the thunderstorms in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, and just like in South Texas, you get those weird ones where there's not a cloud up there. The sky is clear. Why the hell is it raining?
Yes, but during this process of building this new outdoor room, good Lord, that sounds the screen porch. We're going to add on a little area where I'm going to be doing my grilling, where it's going to be covered. It's going to have a fan. Only downside is there's no screen in the area, so I'm going to have to deal with the bugs, but they're not that bad around me. So, but still, it's going to be my little cooking area.
Oh, if you will pull it out of the sissified screened-in area, I will send you salmon to grill. Do we have a deal?
It's not going to be in the screen-in area. It's going to be in a covered area, but it's no screen to it.
The same thing.
I can pull
no sissy grilling here.
I can pull the way it's going to be designed. There's going to be a little opening not a little opening, but there's going to be some caged area that is exposed to the sun. So it's going to be kind of a mixture of a shaded and non-shaded area, but it's going to have the fan. It's going, and I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to argue with you on that one, Cold Clearwater, because like I said, Hez and if Mr. Thomas was here too, they both would say, yeah, this humidity and heat kicks your tail.
Indeed.
Yes. I mean,
It depends on whether or not your tail is kickable.
That would depend on the angle of internet. Never mind.
Okay, Zhang says no more rum for me.
And hey, that's a good point, Steve. Because if I leave my phone at home, I feel like I left my pants off or something.
Ooh.
please take your phone every day.
Yeah.
That
I have to leave my phone at home. The little scrunchy, springy cord doesn't stretch that far.
Steve, I know exactly what you mean by that, buddy. I do. That phone has become a very much, I have to have it on me. My job is a good example. I have to have it is nothing for me to be on the road to go somewhere to take care of something that's work related, and at the same time, I need to be where I can be reachable while I'm driving.
Yeah, we have the same thing at school. That's how we communicate.
I have a core memory of being very tiny, like maybe 2-3 years old. And my mother would walk around the house on the phone because she got a really long phone cord. So, and the phone was on the wall in the kitchen, but we had a really huge 3-bedroom apartment, and she'd walk down, we had a really long hallway. She'd walk down the hallway, she'd walk into the bedroom, she'd walk around the living room, just gabbing on the phone. My dad would get so pissed because he'd be tripping over the phone cord, walking. So one day he got mad. He got mad at her because she was on the phone and he tripped over the phone cord. So he went in the kitchen and he just hung up the phone because, you could do that. Oh, she's got the receiver. He's in the kitchen hanging up the phone and she's gabbing for like 5 minutes. And then she realizes that there's nobody on the other end. And then she goes in the kitchen and she's like, what the hell? And he was making a sandwich. And I remember it was like a salami sandwich and it had mustard and everything on one side of the bread and then some other crap. So she took the salami, ran it through the mustard, and then smacked him in the face with it because he hung up the phone. Because he hung up the phone, and I was like, "What? Oh my god!" I was just like very little, and I remember this. I don't know why. I guess it's like a core memory or something. It was really funny though.
Oh yeah,
that's wild.
That is a wild story. That is a wild story.
Yeah. So, but she didn't stop. She just kept like walking all over the place with that long cord, and then it disappeared one day. So.
I never encountered that long cord thing. The phone bit that stands out most in my memory is there was this little burger joint in the back of a gas station, and they had the first payphones that I ever encountered. And what it was, you lifted up the handset and you stuck a penny in between these two little clamp arms, and that made the connection so you could talk. And then you could dial and whatever. And there was a post on the handset. So when you hung up, it pushed the penny down into the body of the phone. Sorry,
that's
just
cool.
a nostalgia bit that I thought was kind of cool.
Oh, that's really
no, that is. Yeah.
It is very cool. Yeah.
I remember payphones.
You remember payphones?
Of course I do. Yeah.
I remember how to make a collect call.
Yeah.
You remember how to make a collect call without actually getting your parents?
Right. Well, you would just say where you were. Like, yeah, it's like I'm at the, I'm at the movies, and then you would hang up like when you were ready to get picked up or whatever. Yeah.
Pick me up.
That was your name. Pick me up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hang up. Yeah.
What's your name? Ready to go, Dad.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah, I remember those years. That was widely abused and rightfully stopped.
But oh my goodness! But when was the last time you saw a payphone?
Oh God, I don't remember the last time I saw a payphone. It was in Chicago, and it was like it had no receiver, and it was graffiti all to hell and back. Just was a relic, but it was that's the last time, and it had to be over 15 years ago.
I want to say the last time I saw one was probably 97, maybe 98. That I can recall.
Yeah, right. Can you?
There are still some around, but not very many.
No, I'll take that back. I take that back. It was mid 2000. It had to be mid 2000s because cell phones really did not take off until around mid 2000. I mean, they were around.
Right, Donna. Everybody's.
Well, I used one. I used one about a month ago. My phone battery was dead, and I had to call somebody. I found one, but they're very rare.
A payphone? You found a working payphone?
Yeah, I sure did.
Oh, it's like Donna Ray said, everybody's germs and mouth and hands all over them. Nowadays, that's like
it wasn't my first choice. Trust me.
people would like glove up and
And-
wear hazmat to go to a payphone.
And we all
they
know
would rather use
the
pigeons.
payphone sanitizers. They get sent off on the first arc.
Right? Have you watched the YouTube videos of those?
You know,
Oh, come on. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Didn't anybody read that?
Yes.
Oh, maybe. 42.
Yeah, me too, Steve. Marty Lines.
Right, so this conversation
yeah,
made me curious. So I looked it up. At the height, there were 2.6 million payphones in the United States. Now there's under 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds about right.
And
Well,
these
I
are
do
people-
know that one of those current payphones is in a booth 3.5 blocks away from me in the Plaza Hotel here in Las Vegas.
And how do you know that, sir?
Oh, busted.
Because the owner is a good friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
That's his story, and he's sticking to it.
Hey, he didn't say how they became good friends.
I think the owner
God.
probably have
That's a good example going back to what we were talking about earlier. It's Alan Allfelt. I mean, I already named Plaza Hotel, and anybody can look that up, find out who the owner is.
Yeah.
Good friend of mine. I lived in the Plaza Hotel when I was first renovating the house here. Great guy. He also 100% disagrees with me on absolutely the vast majority of issues. And we're still friends.
No way.
Because we can have a good conversation about it, and neither one of us assumes the other one is stupid for not
No.
disagreeing.
There you
I
go.
don't believe
That's the way it should be done.
I don't believe you.
And
I think,
Booger McGee added this in the comments. Doc, my buddy in Texas had his daughter's child to use rotary phone on our Wednesday's night Zoom call. It was hilarious.
I'm sure.
I want to see that. I really do.
If you just give it to them and say call someone, they're like, what? What?
Wait a minute.
What is
Where's
or you tell them to use the pound sign. I thought about that today because I actually got told over a phone call that was automated to use the pound sign after I entered in something. And I'm like, oh my God, these kids today would say, what's a pound sign? You'd have to tell them the hashtag.
Oh, no kidding. I've had to do that.
Well, I
That's not
remember
hashtag. That's the symbol for pound. Wait.
Well, I had to explain a couple of times to my students where the ideation of dialing a phone came from. And boy, you talk about it.
Oh,
yeah, that got interesting.
Oh, I imagine it did. I imagine it did. And you know what? I had just looked on our time. You know how long we've been online, folks?
Not long enough.
3
2
hours.
hours, 59 minutes, and 55 seconds.
We're at 3 hour mark right now.
3 hours exactly right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been very fun. We probably could go another 2 hours. But sadly, I have to work in the morning.
Right. I have
Yeah.
medicine to take. So
Yes, sadly, I have to work in the morning, and yes, and I know probably a good many of you have to work in the morning as well, or so we will have to start wrapping things up.
Some of us are on summer vacation.
let me play one more, Leo, and then.
Okay, let's play one more Leo.
Which one did you play before?
Well, I played.
Steve. 3.
You played what?
Steve Cousins asked a question. I'm answering it. 3.
Which video doc did you play?
It was the best friends one, but it's not on there anymore.
Right, I took it off. Okay.
Yeah, don't be sad. Just
You know what? Don't be sad, because sad backwards is das. And that's not good.
What?
Das
Das ist nicht gut.
Don't be sad, because sad backwards is das, and das not good.
If it's MS
I
DOS,
get a hard,
damn
I get
straight,
a hard
it
time
isn't
for my
good.
jokes. I get a hard time for my jokes. Really?
It wasn't my joke. It was some dude's joke. I just God.
Oh, look at there. She's blaming someone else.
Yeah, some dude named Leo just slipped in there with that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Does that sound like my voice? Really?
Well, you got that very good voice modulator software on you.
I have no modulator.
Yeah, right.
You know where I edit my videos? On my phone. I have Power Director on my phone. So it's free.
My only voice modulator is a pair of channel lock pliers. Let me use those and I can imitate Michael Jackson, Tiny Tim, any of them.
Have a good night, Highway Star. See
Good
you
night,
soon.
Highway
Thank
Star.
you for your help.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
always.
guys, I've got to run too.
Take it easy, Highway Star.
Okay, take care. And guys, I'm going to start putting y'all in the backstage so I can sign
Bye,
this off.
everyone.
Yeah, finish this
Oh,
up.
bye.
Bye.
Oh,
Glad y'all
he's
got to
locking
see it.
us in the back. Oh,
Help.
oh, oh.
Yeah, putting you in the backstage. All right. And everyone, it is great to have y'all on here. I'd like to thank everyone, all of my guests tonight. We had Fraudulent Comedy Show came in. Unfortunately, she had a meeting, had jump outs before we really got good. But I know she'll be back sometime soon. And when she comes back, well, I'm sure she'll be as entertaining as always. Also, want to thank Miss Ray, who's doing a wonderful job keeping this show afloat, preventing us from sinking. Great job, Miss Ray, always, as always. Great job. Thank you, Hez, for being on with us, and David and Mr. Thomas. I would like to thank all of our guests tonight. Also, thank you to all of you for watching. I can't do this show without you. If you have short stories, poems, or music that you would like to featured on this channel, please email them to j.lanou.stories@gmail.com. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Until next time, take care of yourself